This is the Buzz Adams Morning Show podcast. Barstool Talk Daily. Except it's really early in the morning and no booze. For the most part.
Must be Monday. I'm moving kind of slow. I'm feeling down. Must be Monday now, baby. Turn on my radio. I need some sound. I need the greatest morning show in town. To help me get another rotten Monday off the ground.
What's today?
Monday?
Recovery Monday.
Monday?
Already?
Where'd the time go?
What do you mean Monday?
I hate Mondays.
Where'd the time go?
Mondays are the worst.
Oh, I hate Mondays.
So begins another wonderful work week.
Wake up, El Paso. Buzz Adams is back.
Okay. Are you done?
Let's get back to work. Showtime.
Only on 95.5 KLAQ. All right. Thank you so much. Good morning and welcome to the show, everybody, for this Monday morning, Veterans Day, first and foremost. Happy Veterans Day.
Woo! Happy Veterans Day.
You know, this is a huge veteran community.
Wait, do you...
Do we say
Do we
happy?
do we celebrate it like as in woo, like happy Veterans Day?
I think you know,
Or
like,
do you-
let me give you an example. So I picked up the Times today. Well, I get it delivered, and I am the last subscriber to it.
You picked it up as in you bent over for it, yeah.
So they've got a list of all the restaurants that have special deals going on for veterans. So
Nice.
that sounds celebratory. I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
Sure, Veterans Day.
Yeah, okay. Because there is one that's about...
When my daughter was in school, they had like all the parents who were veterans stand up on a Veterans Day deal. So yeah, it's somber, I guess, but Memorial Day is more
That's
somber.
what it is. Okay, I forgot Memorial Day's about
The
deceased ones.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
correct. That's correct. Those who have passed. But they still have mattress sales all week on Memorial Day, too. So I guess so much for being somber, right? But no, I kind of think of Veterans Day as a day for celebration. You know, for people who serve their country. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Joanna Barba.
Good morning, Buzz Adams.
Joanna, did you watch Saturday Night Live? I could have sworn you made a reference to the cold open.
What did I say?
I don't remember what it was.
What?
But it
I
was
did
very...
not watch Saturday Night Live. Oh, no, I remember what I said about them always supporting Trump.
Oh, yeah. So you had seen the...
I've seen the headlines.
Oh, yeah. So they did a cold open, and Dana Carvey came out as Elon Musk. All the other actors were just themselves, like...
That's hilarious.
We've supported you all along, secretly. And then now Elon Musk is pissed about
he's
Dana
mad.
Carvey's impression of him.
Yeah.
Elon Musk should be honored that Dana
Exactly.
Carvey
Oh,
even
absolutely.
deigned to play him in a skit. God, how ungrateful do you have to be to not like an impression that the legendary Dana Carvey does of you? And he's like, that doesn't even sound like me. Idiot, none of his impressions sound like the people they're supposed to.
You
Guys,
dummy.
in the history of parody and satire, the response to that by saying that doesn't even sound like me is the legendary response to good parody.
Right. That doesn't even sound like me.
Oh, it must have been great parody then.
Yeah.
I gotta
It was a
watch
grand total of about 10 or 15 seconds.
God, I hate Elon Musk.
You hate Elon Musk?
Yeah, just the fact that you would have the
Temerity,
the cojones.
The cojones.
Yeah, to throw all your money to help win an election and then,
He might actually be running the country. You know, somebody's going to be running the country.
But then complain
and
about the way you were portrayed on Saturday Night Live. It's like, God,
he's only taking a cue from his best buddy.
take the win.
You know, Elon Musk really ought to be the alpha in that relationship between he and Trump. You know why? Trump might have $1 billion. There's a lot of speculation about whether he ever actually was technically a billionaire or not. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Trump's got $1 billion, right?
Yeah.
Elon Musk has what? 100 times more than that? Why are you out there kissing up to him? He ought to be kissing up to you, and he would do it too. Because in the hierarchy,
Play your cards right, Elon Musk.
Doesn't matter. I'm like those SNL people. We were for you the whole time. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to need to take a picture of how you got paid at the comic strip this past week.
Yeah. I wish I could describe
that
to people.
That looked really generous. I was like, how nice. Look at that. It's a $100 bill. Let me see. Can I see it?
So the owner, Bart, gave me my pay.
Handed you this, just hey.
Well, that and some other cash around it.
Okay.
I'm not going to say how much.
Anyway, the 100.
I was about to say, and a couple dollars.
It's fake. You can tell it's made out of the same material that like Sears catalogs used to be made out of.
Yeah.
And on the back it says Trump 2024, he's coming back.
And a picture of Trump next to an eagle and American flag.
Looks like he's riding the eagle while holding a flag.
But so here's the
I've
thing.
seen the flags like that. Yeah.
So Bart pays me out. So I opened
and he
for.
did it right in front of Jimmy Walker.
So I opened for Jimmy Walker this weekend at the Comedy Club, and
Legend.
It was Saturday, so there was 2 shows, and it's past midnight, and Bart comes in to pay me when I'm talking to Jimmy in his opener, and he hands it. And then they start to talk, and I make my farewell. I say bye bye, and then Bart goes, "What? You're not going to count your money?" And I was like, I'm not going to count it in front of you.
Right.
I'm not going to count my money in front of you.
I trust you. But he wants the joke to pay off.
Yeah, right. So he's like, come on.
He wants it to pay off in front of Jimmy J.J. Walker.
Right. He's like, come on, why don't you count your money? Come on. I was like, okay.
You're all awkward about it.
I get my money. And I
Find that hundo that's...
yeah, I was like, ooh, 100. And then in the back, Trump 2024.
And did they all just have a nice laugh?
Yep, they all had a nice laugh at my expense.
We will drink your liberal tears. Like that kind of laugh.
Yeah, it was
Take
awesome.
that.
Let's get a look at El Paso weather. Mostly sunny today. Got to get up to 75. So overnight low was down, in the 40s. Today's high is going to reach 75. Light winds, no rain in the forecast. A+. We're doing the golfers forecast here. That is an A+ day. Tomorrow, partly cloudy. The wind's going to kick up just a little bit, but 15 to 20 miles an hour in the afternoon tomorrow. Otherwise, partly cloudy. Again, we're not seeing any rain for the entire work week, but tomorrow is going to be 78 for the high temperature. Wednesday, sunny, 70. Not going to be as windy. So Tuesday, it looks like is our really windy day, and then the rest of the week is going to be really nice. A+ days all around. This is the Golfers Forecast. It's brought to you by Painted Dunes Desert Golf Course. You can set up all your tee times and reservations by going to painteddunes.com. That is painteddunes.com. Also, get ready for some fun. It's the Turkey Shoot Tournament coming up November 23rd at Painted Dunes Desert Golf Course. 2-person teams, 666 format. And they're going to be prizes. You get to golf. You get to eat and drink.
Is there going to be a scramble?
There's going to, I think it's probably, 2-person. I don't know what a 666 format is, honestly. If anybody knows that one.
I was talking about the breakfast, like scrambled eggs or
I see.
ham.
Well, they're going to give away turkeys. That's for sure.
Nice.
Deadline to enter, though, is the 18th, so a week from today. That is the Turkey Shoot Tournament. Visit painteddunes.com for more details or call Painted Dunes in the Pro Shop. Their number is 915-821-2122. 915-821-2122 for Painted Dunes Desert Golf Course. Joanna,
Yes.
can you preview what's coming up in entertainment news? Now, Nico, that should be your cue. Oh, crud, he's going to ask me next what's coming up in
I
news.
always
so when you
I
hear
always
that,
do that.
Okay, all right, let's see. Joanna, what's coming up in Hollywood Cheese May today?
Sad news over the weekend after Tony Todd died at the age of
Candyman.
69. Yeah, say his name 5 times.
Candyman.
Tony
Candyman.
Tony Todd.
I'll have more in entertainment news.
All right, Nico?
Ooh, there's an article in here in the prep
Ooh.
called "The Key to Being a Successful Comedian." Did anybody see that in the prep?
In the prep?
Yeah.
Which one?
Dr. Dave's. Wow. I kind of want to go into that.
Click on that.
There's a lot of sad news. There was a shooting at the University of Tuskegee this weekend, leaving 1 dead and 16 injured. Also, a parks employee was killed battling wildfire in New York. That's happening right now. Florida, still dealing with the aftermath of Helene and
Dudley, the other one. Isadora? H-I-J?
Isabel.
Isabel.
No.
All right. God, isn't that sad? Like it was the biggest story in the
Like
country.
a week
and
ago, 2 weeks ago.
I can't remember the names of either one of the hurricanes. But it's...
Was it PT or post-Trump or pre-Trump? Well, that's PT and PT.
What are you talking about? It was like a month ago.
God, darkest timeline.
The hurricane was within the last 6 months.
I know, but that's like
But
that's a
time
life
is
within the last 2
irrelevant
months.
right
That's
now.
a lifetime ago.
All right. Okay.
Do you know how much has changed in a week? So much.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. The Miners won a second game. Right? It's like we're living in a mirror universe. The Miners won a game. It went to double overtime. So the fans that turned out at the Sun Bowl, both of them, enjoyed a hell of a game. And got to see the Miners
It was
win.
homecoming.
Yeah, it was
No, I don't think Cappy could have been there.
No.
I don't think any
Didn't
of
even
them.
go?
We had a big party on Saturday.
A family party.
Yeah, like a family party. So congratulations, Miners, getting their second win of the season. They even got some mentions, and I would even go so far as to say props on ESPN over their double overtime win over Kennesaw, the powerhouse that is, Kennesaw State.
The two teams that have only won one game.
Somebody was going to win a second game, no matter what. All right, a lot coming up on the show. We've got Today in Sound clips on the way here in just a few minutes. Again, happy Veterans Day.
The Daily Calendar.
Today, November 11th.
Today is Metal Day because it's 11/11, and in the metal mockumentary, This Is Spinal Tap, it all goes to 11.
11. These go to 11.
What could be more metal than Pocky? It's Pocky Day in Japan for the candy breadstick thingies. It's Veterans Day in the USA, honoring all our military vets. And it's International Kindness Week. Donate books and clothes and food and whatever can help those in need. And that's your daily calendar.
Hey, it's Chuck, your host for Loudwire Nights. Tonight at 7, we will rock the borderland with the best rock ever made and the best rock being made. Special guests, birthday and anniversary celebrations, and every night at 10.
For your property and your peace of mind, Doppler Dave Spielman, the Borderlands chief meteorologist.
Originating in El Paso, for El Paso, the Buzz Adams Morning Show, 95.5 KLAQ.
We're going to get into Today in Sound clips. I want to let you know that we got a Thanksgiving giveaway coming up. This isn't too early, is it?
No.
Is Thanksgiving on the 28th this year?
It is so late this year.
Right?
Yeah.
That's damn near December. Right? Isn't it usually like 24th, 25th,
Yeah.
25?
It is so
something
late.
like that. Got a couple of calls coming in. Always appreciate the phone calls, especially early in the morning when we're just getting going. It's always nice to know that people are up and listening to us. You can call a couple of different ways, directly to the studio. Studio line calls go first, so we try to keep you waiting as little as possible. That number is 915-910-4995, 915-910-4995, or call the neck line. And that is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're struck by inspiration and want to give us a call, here's that neckline number. You can call anytime. 844-805-NECK. That's 844-805-6325 to leave a message on the neckline. All right, let's get to a couple of calls, and I got Today in Sound clips.
What is up? Morning show.
Hey.
Love you guys. Happy Veterans Day. I just wanted to call to give some clarification. Veterans Day is celebrating veterans. That's the people, that are still, that are veterans of the armed forces that are still alive today. Memorial Day is the somber one. I heard you guys just got it right now. Yeah, happy, they don't really say Happy Memorial Day, but my big shtick is even if somebody might not have served says Happy Memorial Day, they don't mean it like in a bad way. And so, when veterans get all offended and start saying, well, what's happy about it? I mean, it's a good intention. So, just public service announcement for all my fellow veterans out there. If someone tells you Happy Memorial Day or Happy Veterans Day and you want to be grumpy about it, maybe you should stop and check yourself. Also, yesterday, November 10th, 1775, United States Marine Corps birthday, baby.
All right.
49 years old.
Right on.
Anyway,
Hoorah.
love you guys. Have a good rest of the morning show, and I'll keep listening.
All right.
And Thank you for your service.
I grew up thinking Memorial Day was when you just went to your grandpa's grave and your mom put flowers on the grave, because that's what we did every Memorial Day.
Like, it was just for your grandpa. That's the whole day.
No. I just thought it was for anybody.
everybody
I didn't
would do
know
that.
Everybody's grandpa.
My grandpa never fought. It never served in the military.
And
Wait,
you were like,
what?
yeah, what?
He never served in the
Wait,
military.
why would you go visit every Memorial Day?
Because I grew up believing Memorial Day was you go pay respects to.
Was it his birthday?
In memory of?
Nope.
What was the reason for you guys to go to
It was
see?
the way it was in my house.
But he never.
Memorial Day means we go see Grandpa. Was he in the service? No.
Honestly, God, I was like in my I was like 30 years old.
This
before
makes
I
no
realized-
sense.
I would
That's
like
just
to
what
know
we
the
would do. My
logic,
mom would
yeah.
get flour. We'd go out to visit her dad's grave.
It had to be like his birthday or something.
Memorial Day.
The day he died, maybe?
In my mom's conception of reality, Memorial Day is you go and put flowers on your mom and dad's grave or whatever.
Okay, that's her conception.
That is her
no matter
conception.
what
And it just passed down to Buzz.
Yeah, we did. This last Memorial Day, I happened to be home. We went to my dad's grave and put flowers on there. He was never in the Army or the Navy or anything.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, I grew up not knowing that Memorial Day had any military
You thought
connotation.
everybody went to go visit their lost loved ones
That's
on
what I
Memorial.
thought.
This is It's in memory.
In
of.
memory. Oh my gosh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, man. No. This is going to be the year for the Cowboys.
It's not going to be their year.
I'm still getting a little bit of hope, but I don't know. I think it's going away more and more.
Yeah.
No, he's
Instead of
losing
eating that
it.
turkey, I think they did eat too much turkey, and they got that meat sweats and
Meat sweats.
It was like, it was a slaughter. It was a slaughter, man.
It was.
But at least the good thing was that Saturday you took me Netters won.
Yay, the Miners won.
At least I can say that too. Woo! That the Miners won. Miners. Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys. We are the Cowboys.
Ugh. Philadelphia Eagles win 34-6.
Oh,
Cowboys
nasty.
dropped to 3-6 on the season.
And then Stephen Puga.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Did he go? Did he go to
Yeah,
Dallas?
he went to go see it.
Oh, that probably had something to do with why Jimmy Walker didn't come in on Friday.
Yes.
Because Puga is normally the ride.
Yes.
And it would not surprise me one bit because they were playing in Dallas. I bet Puga went to Dallas to
he
see
did.
the
He was showing
Eagles.
pictures. And
So he was all greened out.
But
and
then he also
everything,
likes to
and-
send all of us, like all the comics here in town, like victory text messages and like really rubbing it in faces.
Yeah, that's funny. That's kind of a fun aspect, I guess, is you got to take it, whenever you're taking it in the shorts, and then you got to give it back to your friends.
Yeah.
Here's one thing. It's kind of liberating. Like, I didn't even bother watching the Cowboys game this weekend because,
You're just
give it
like,
up.
Yeah.
Right.
We didn't even have a liner for it.
I know, right?
They didn't even make a liner for the Cowboys game. I'm the same way with the Sooners, so I'm a much bigger Sooners fan. I'm a much bigger college football fan. But that's not true. I love both of them. But the Sooners lost their third game. It's like, forget it. I got a whole Saturday free now for the rest of the football
you're checking
season.
out from...
Checking out from it. That's right.
And now, today in sound clips.
All of the day's news with accompanying sound bites and actualities. Let's talk about some weekend violence. Very tragic. A person was arrested after a shooting at Tuskegee University in Alabama over the weekend. Jaquez Merrick, age 25, was charged with possession of a machine gun. Police revealed he had a handgun with a machine gun conversion device and was caught leaving the scene of the shooting. At least 16 people were injured in the attack, and one person was killed. Here's some of the live audio of the shooting.
Get out, get out, get out, get out.
And we're hearing from the Macon County Sheriff Andre Brunson, said many in the community are confused and looking for answers after the shooting.
Homecoming was supposed to be an enjoyable time, enjoyable place here at Tuskegee University. It's for something like this to happen. People are disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm sad. I'm disappointed. Really confused about why somebody would do something like this.
Big part of the story I should have mentioned, it was homecoming weekend, so a lot of alumni were back in town and, general good time atmosphere. In New York, a Parks employee was killed while battling a New York wildfire. You don't hear about the New York wildfires.
No, you don't. It's usually California or something.
Yeah, Daryl Vasquez, an 18-year-old New York State employee, was helping fight the fire at Sterling Forest on Saturday when he was killed. Here's Forest Ranger Jeremy Oldroyd offering condolences.
Our condolences go out to the family of the firefighter who was killed yesterday. That is being under investigation by the New York State Police, and when they're ready to release a statement, we'll let them do so.
Well, this is one of those wildfires where there's been an arrest in connection. The fire spread to 350 acres. The man has been charged with arson in violation of regulations. He had a firearm on him. I guess it's so weird that in New York it's like, hey, you had a firearm on you. You know, in Texas it's like you'd only be surprised if somebody didn't have a firearm on him.
Like they note it as an important detail.
Yeah,
like,
he had a firearm.
You're like, what?
New Jersey a Forest Fire Service official said they need to get the fire under control before investigating the suspect and its cause.
Right now, we're focused on getting the fire under control so we can get our folks into the area where the fire, we believe, started. And at that point there, an investigation will be underway, and hopefully they'll come back to us with, we know the area of the fire. We just have to figure out what actually caused the fire. So that takes some time.
Moving on, some oddities in the news. Let's take a look at a few of these stories. Police did a sting operation into a massage place. You know, these massage places, right?
Yeah.
They might be offering more than a massage. But you have to listen to how this officer is. It's Grady Judd. He's kind of become famous because he's a sheriff in Florida where all the craziest stuff happens. And he's pretty colorful, and you'll hear it. Listen to how he describes the behavior of the masseuses. Is that for a woman?
I think masseur is men and masseuse is women. Yeah.
He was describing how the undercover officers declined sex and that the masseuse kept trying to force them into it. And just listen to the description, though, as Sheriff Grady Judd talks about the sting operation.
The undercover would say, no, just a massage. So on 3 different occasions, she continued to try to come back and upcharge him to engage in sex. She stood in front of the door so he couldn't leave, and then she tried to hold him down. This is a big undercover detective, and she might have been 5 foot tall. She wasn't as big as a popcorn fart.
Okay, all right, hold on there. So this undercover guy was a big dude, right? And Sheriff Grady Judd is saying, well, she's about 5 foot nothing, and how big was she?
This is a big undercover detective, and she might have been 5 foot tall. She wasn't as big as a popcorn fart, and she was trying to hold this man down. A word to the wise. If you don't want to get arrested and have your picture up here on a skin so soft bulletin board, don't do it. Next time, it can be the customers.
I love how descriptive this man is.
So in this sting,
I want him to narrate
they
my
were
books.
going after the massage workers. The story almost comically calls them massage therapists, but nonetheless, 20 massage therapists were arrested in that sting operation. No telling if any of them were larger than a popcorn fart. Do you guys remember one of the most oddball festivals that we ever had was the Pickle Party or Pickle Fest?
Yeah, Pickle Fest.
Well, you didn't even go to Pickle Fest. Oh, did you? No, you didn't. I went to Pickle Fest, though. Did you do it, Joanna?
No, I was out of town.
It was great.
I heard it was such a good event.
Yeah.
We didn't do it again, though.
No, we moved on to the watermelon.
We did watermelon party this time.
A social media influencer known as Nicole Skirts had to go to the hospital for a severe allergic reaction after eating a bunch of pickle products while attending the Picklesburg Festival in Pittsburgh.
No.
Mm-hmm. Here she is talking about all the pickle-infused food and drink she had.
I just picked up some pickle pizza.
That's good. This is a cannoli made out of pickles.
I just got a pickled lemonade. Just bought a pickled egg roll.
So good.
Of course, I had to grab a giant dill pickle.
Wow. The pickle's good.
We got a bunch of pickle-themed souvenirs. We got this candy. It is Gumper's Gummy Liquid-Filled Poppers. Pickle-themed, obviously, because we're big pickle people.
What? There's no cut to her like.
This is the worst. I'm never touching a pickle as long as I live. No, see, I hope she followed up with that because if you're an influencer and the story's set to go viral, you've got to do your follow up.
Yeah.
This is a couple in Utah named Jenna and Mitchell Brotherson. That's their name. Well, they're not brothers, but they're married now. And Jenna tells the interesting story about how he had a concussion while skiing, and it was so bad that he didn't remember they'd broken up. So he called her up and just acted like they had not broken up. Well, here's Jenna telling the story about how she found the love of her life.
This poor guy goes skiing, which he loves, and he hit his head, got a really bad concussion, and he didn't remember that I broke up with him. Then I chat with him. I am so sorry I broke up with you. I've had time thinking about it, and you've just been so awesome. I want to get back together. And come to find out, concussion was really bad. He didn't remember us breaking up. So he just thought that we were still dating and that I just was not messaging him that often or something. We got back together, and then 7 months after that we got married, and we've been married for 4 years since then, and it's been so much fun.
Aww. Thank you, brain injury. What happens when he recovers? Finally those neurons all start up again. It's like, hey, we
wait
broke
a minute.
up. This sounds like a rom-com from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I would watch it.
It's what? 50 First Dates?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of that, but I kind of see Gwyneth Paltrow as the wife, and, this movie would have come out about in that 2002, something like that. Joanna knows what I'm talking about. Is that not a Hallmark movie in the making?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
The guy can't remember they broke up. Okay. A couple of really odd stories. Who is Tim Dillon, and what did he play in Joker 2?
I don't know, but all the articles I've read about it say it's a blink and you'll miss him moment.
Yeah, Tim Dillon's
just like an extra.
Yes, he's an extra.
Yeah. What's he known from?
I don't know.
I don't think much.
Is he a comedian?
I don't know.
Okay,
not. I wouldn't say a popular one.
We were talking about this, and somebody said he's on Joe Rogan's show.
Yeah, that's where he's talking about it.
Yeah, I guess he was on Joe Rogan's.
Yes.
I thought Joe Rogan only booked megastars.
Maybe he is. Yeah.
Well, Tim Dillon, who was in Joker 2 for about a second, went on the Joe Rogan show podcast to talk about how Joker 2 was so bad.
I was in Joker 2, which just came out. It's the worst film that has ever been made.
So bad.
It's the worst film it's actually not so bad. It's the worst film ever made.
I think it went right over his head. I thought Joker is going to be remembered as a really, really brilliant movie.
Oh, this is Tim Dillon. Okay.
So here he is talking. He played an Arkham Asylum guard. He said it. You heard him say it's the worst film ever made, and here's what else he said.
I go, this is the worst thing I've ever. We would talk about it at lunch. We go, what is the plot? Is there a plot? They go, I don't know. I think he falls in love with her in the prison.
Is it worth going to see because it's bad?
It's not even hate watchable. That's how terrible it is.
I read Quentin Tarantino said that he thinks Joker 2 will be a cult favorite. It's going to be remembered as a great movie in the future someday.
I agree. But I can see how it was not everybody's cup of tea. There are 15 to 20 different musical numbers in it. They're all songs that are 100 years old.
The commentary that I had been hearing recently is that people were saying that the first Joker was too bro-y, that the message it gave at the end was that if you're just a loser and a mess up and you still but you kill somebody and you come out on top and
you become a hero to a bunch of other losers that are somehow bigger losers than you is kind of
right.
what I got.
And that the director didn't like that people were picking that message up from the movie, and that this was almost like an FU
to people who didn't get the first movie.
Right.
Well, they sure didn't get the second movie. Here, you heard what Tim Dillon had to say.
I'm not a thinker, but it's a stinker. I give it the finger. Rotten Tomatoes is not wrong. Lady Gaga couldn't save it. Wonder why they made it. And Joker 2, the joke's on us.
I just want to make sure that I am on the record saying that I got Joker 2. And
I understand it, man. Todd Phillips, I get you, buddy.
Tarantino, Todd Phillips, and I. Peas in a pod.
One and the same.
Buzz Adams and Distinguished Company.
Find out what's going on. Quirky facts about our region. Urgent things you need to know impacting your drive. And of course, nothing but El Paso's best rock.
Oh, don't drive dirty. 1341 North Zaragoza Road. Learn more at don'tdrivedirty.com.
Live from the KLAQ studios, the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Courtesy of Glasheen, Vyas, and Inderman Personal Injury Lawyers at GVILaw.com.
A lot of sunshine this week. Highs are going to be in the 70s. Tomorrow might be windy, but other than that, light winds all week long. It's really nice looking November week for us. We're going to get into the Mo Show calendar and daily almanac of events in just a moment. Then Joanna's going to have our Hollywood Cheese Man a little bit after that. You know, I always point out when Nico's when he shows up late, like 15 minutes after the show started, or 45 minutes, or an hour and a half
like,
sometimes.
No,
right? No. But I'm headed in a different direction.
At one time, maybe.
Nico was so early for work today. He even got in on the pre-show meeting.
You were here for the meeting.
Do you know how?
Oh, when the meeting's at 5:55, it's not hard.
Do you know how seldom that happens? Yeah, but man, if you were just here,
so proud
if you
of
were here at 5:55, I wouldn't give you any more grief. The show starts at 6. If you were here every day by 5:55, I'd drop it.
That's what I'm doing, setting up low expectations.
You wouldn't have to listen to this.
You're late to work. Who gets a
No, I would. You would still play it. I was here early, and you're still playing it.
you boss?
We need to find one for when he's on time.
That's fine. I like it.
Also, one of our listeners said that Nico's, well, a lot of people have accused Nico of having a fake laugh because it's so loud and hearty and forced. It's kind of
it's
hearty.
Forced. It's not forced, dude. What?
So somebody said,
just when I'm trying to make sure that you don't bomb, but yeah.
So somebody sent in a clip from South Park that says, this sounds like Nico, his words,
Yes, it was the caller saying that it sounds like me. It's the Indians from South Park.
Sometimes when, I guess something's really funny to Nico, he can't help it.
I can't help it.
He doesn't sound like the Santa Claus from A Christmas Story.
That's not it.
He just does it with so much gusto, you know?
Anyways.
Saw Heretic yesterday, Joanna.
Oh, you did? How was it?
Worth the ticket price, I would say.
Definitely. All right.
All right, yeah. Worth the ticket price. It's basically, without any spoilers at all, it's basically like an hour and 45-minute breakdown and philosophical discussion about religions.
Oh, cool.
Like the history of
Was this
religion.
the Nick Cage one?
No, that was Longlegs. This is Heretic with Hugh Grant.
Oh, that's right. Hey, there's some app chat messages that on Friday, I didn't have my computer, so I didn't see them, but I thought they were kind of interesting. And do you want to hear a couple of them?
Sure.
So Eddie Boy says, are you guys going to talk about the Olympic female boxer? It turned out she was ruled to be a man after all. That is true. A report did come out that specifically talked about how she has, two testicles that are inside. It's like a condition.
Okay, but it's not like she was born a man that had an operation to change it. She was born how she or he is, right?
Right, but still compete. So the testicles and a micro penis and...
on the inside of her body.
The micro penis is outside.
Oh, she does have a micro penis.
Yeah.
Should that be the rule? If you got a penis, you're a dude.
It doesn't matter that testosterone levels are going to be different. And when you're talking about competitive sports, of course, it's going to, I think, make a difference.
So the Algerian? Was she Algerian?
Yes.
The Algerian boxer who won gold, you're telling me, actually is a man but has a micro penis?
Oh, those things go together. That's not a difference. Is a man and has a micro penis.
Well, not all men have micro penises, Nico.
What?
I'm saying that there's a lot of there's some gray area there. I don't see it necessarily as a black and white. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying if the person is going to, have maybe a physical advantage. I don't know.
Are you saying that somebody born with the same condition this boxer had should not compete against women?
I could see the argument for it. Yeah.
Do we just need to have like a separate transgender league for every sport on the planet?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Sorry.
You got a couple more?
Yeah. Somebody wanted you to tell a certain story about a bedsheet incident at your house. I guess they were talking.
I was not home when this incident happened.
I guess because we were talking about all the weird
people that have stayed,
and because there was a story about like weird things guests have done when you're invited to your home, and we had a story from other people.
It's the bedsheet story?
I guess so. Yeah.
I can't really repeat it on the air. I think the one time was enough.
Okay. So it's a gross one.
Oh.
Yeah, I might be convinced to do it on like an AfterBuzz this week or something.
Okay.
I would do it that way, but people are
eating or not eating or just waking up. They might not want to hear some
breakfast.
stuff.
They may not want to hear.
It's
pretty gross.
NDS says, quick question: what types of metal do you guys play?
What types of metal?
Yeah.
Classic metal, new with an umlaut over the U metal, heavy metal, thrash metal, old school metal.
A bit of every metal.
You know that today's National Metal Day, right?
No, I had no idea.
After the music genre.
Yeah, we play all kinds.
Joanna, here's a good one. Joanna, do you consider Ghost a metal band?
That is a good
no,
question.
Not really.
I mean,
like, what do you consider? Do you consider Black Sabbath a metal band?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because they're one of the first.
But you would say Ghost is a rock band.
Yeah, Ghost is just rock.
Ghost is a poppy rock band. It's just all the imaging is so like satanic and stuff. It tricks people into thinking, oh, these guys are like super duper metal. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
They're melodic.
And then on Friday we had a caller. His name is B-Man, right? Who called in
the guy who abandoned his girlfriend in
Juarez. After learning that
does he call himself B-Man because she went to go get Plan B?
I think he said that. No,
that makes sense.
Remember, he found out she was cheating on him. He found out.
Wild process.
He found out the girlfriend was cheating on him when she had him drive her to Mexico to get Plan B, meaning she was worried about being pregnant, but they had not had sex.
But then his next story that he called in with,
they never had sex.
His next story that he called in with was meeting her again, having sex with her, and then answering the phone from a guy she was dating, or it turns out her fiance.
Her fiance,
and he
just picked up her phone
and then told the guy like, "No, we just did it.
She's in the shower. Hang up."
Should I play that back today? That was really interesting.
Okay, so homie in the app chat says, B-Man is my hero. I would have done the exact same thing. As a matter of fact, I did go with my girlfriend's husband and confront her together.
Because she was cheating on this dude, so the two dudes... that sounds like a...
At one point, you made a really good point. You were like, yeah, you both sound terrible. You're probably made for each other.
Yeah. She's obviously a compulsive liar, and you don't have any problem with picking up somebody's phone call when they're in the shower. That was the deal. They just
Man,
done
I would
it.
Be mad if somebody answered my phone.
But if it was a stranger, it made it weirder. But the fact that he knew her before. B-Man, I think, is in the app chat, Joanna.
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah, because he's the one that said, I don't know about right now, but he's the one that said, hey, I have a follow-up. I called it in.
Right, so...
and he also had asked before, like, hey, I've got an Am I the A-hole? And I told him, we'll call it in.
So, but in both cases, I said B-Man. Unfortunately, you could have been a bigger person.
And finally, B-Man is in the app chat, and he says, speaking of an Italian restaurant, which I guess we were talking about, he says...
Because that's where he reconnected with her.
I remember I met Buzz at Bella Napoli when it was still open.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Bella Napoli quite a bit.
was starstruck by him.
Really?
I saw Buzz's aura. It was powdery white, or he was standing by the sun.
Thank you, B-Man. I never knew I had a powdery white
aura.
I know I have a powdery white body. Good.
Oh, and then La Chingona asks what coquetas are.
From the commercial?
I guess she's referring to the commercial I do
Can you
for
say the line?
Chicas bonitas y coquetas.
Chicas bonitas, pretty ladies, and coy?
Yeah, coy or like flirty. Coquetas means flirty, I think, right, John? Yeah. Good definition.
Do you know, and you don't have to say on the air, who wrote the spot? Are they a Spanish speaker, or is this one of our ingenious
they might have written it.
gringo ideas from New York?
Their thing.
I think they wrote it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then cool.
Yeah.
So they would describe their girls as coquettish?
Coquettish, yeah.
Yeah, coquettish is a word, isn't it?
Yeah.
God, I don't think I've ever said the word coquettish in my life. It sounds so
again.
foreign, coquettish. Oh, you little coquettish minx, you. All right, good enough for the app chat messages?
That's it.
Let's take a look at the Mo Show calendar and daily almanac of events. Today is November 11th, 11/11, which is Veterans Day. Some people, it used to be known as Armistice Day. So if you're older, you may remember it as Armistice
It's a
Day.
World War I thing.
Some people also used to call it Forget-Me-Not Day. And it's Veterans Day. Today is also Red Lipstick Day.
Ooh.
National Metal Day. International... they got another day for International Heavy Metal Day in December, but today is National Metal Day in the music genre. And today is World Orphans Day. Here are some celebrities having birthdays today. Actor Ty Sheridan, who was the main character in Ready Player One. You remember that guy?
Oh, yeah.
He's 28 today.
We were talking about Ready Player One the other day, too.
Mark Sanchez, former backup quarterback for the Chicago Bears, retired now and works for ESPN. Mark Sanchez is 38 today. And Leo DiCaprio is having a birthday. He's 50 years older than his girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding. Did you catch that, Joanna?
Yeah.
He's 50. The big 5-0 for Leo.
Wow.
What do you think he's going to do? He's going to have a big
He
bash.
had a big bash over the weekend.
What I think he's going to do, like a 22-year-old supermodel. What else would you do?
Yeah.
From Queer Eye, Carson Kressley is 55 today. And Callista Flockhart, Ally McBeal, star Callista Flockhart, who's either married or common law to Harrison Ford.
I don't know if they're married or not. They're definitely together.
They've been together for 20-something years, right?
Yeah.
Callista Flockhart is 60 today. And Demi Moore is 62. Did you go see a movie called The Substance that might still be in theaters with her in it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Stanley Tucci. What could I say that most people who don't know the name Stanley Tucci? Oh, Caesar Flickerman from Hunger Games.
No, yeah, he's great.
The doctor who gives Steve Rogers the super soldier serum in Captain America, the first Avenger. That's Stanley Tucci. The guy who had the travel show where it was basically Stanley Tucci drinking wine and eating pasta in different cities in Italy. I can't believe And former pro golfer Fuzzy Zeller is 73 today. Fuzzy Zeller.
That's a great name.
103 years ago, 1921, President Warren G. Harding dedicated the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. That was done on what was then known as Armistice Day. The tomb was dedicated on this date in 1921 at Arlington National Cemetery. And let's get back to the origin here. 106 years ago, 1918, World War I ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Did they just delay it until 11 a clock so they could say 11, 11, 11, and people would remember, because what if you got shot and it's like, just so you guys could get this numerology right, you made the war go an extra day or whatever? Or was that just...
Sounds like a conspiracy.
Okay.
I'm going to call it coincidence.
They ended the war. You'd say just coincidence.
Maybe not the hour. Maybe not the hour.
The 11th minute. The 11th second of the 11th minute of the 11th hour. That was the beginning of Veterans Day, and we celebrate all of our veteran listeners and veterans everywhere. Today's your day.
Today is Veterans Day, or Armistice Day, because it commemorates Germany signing the Armistice Agreement to end World War I on November 11th, 1918. In fact, the expression the 11th hour comes from the time the surrender was signed.
Why?
As you observe this holiday, you'll notice that banks are closed. Yes, our veterans gave their all for freedom so that bankers, who charged us fees, foreclosed our homes, and crashed our economy, can have a day off. So don't wait till the 11th hour. Celebrate Veterans Day with a salute for soldiers and a finger for bankers. Thank you.
Music news, concert updates, song and album factoids, and of course, nothing but El Paso's best rock.
And that?
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The Buzz Adams Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 to 10. KLAQ and KLAQ HD1, El Paso, a town square media station.
All right, we've still got almost 2 weeks left in registration for the Motley Crue trip to Las Vegas. Woo! KLAQ wants to send you to see Motley Crue in Vegas during their residency. The concert is going to be on April the 4th. It's a code word contest, so I'll give you the hours approximately that we're going to give out each code word. And what you want to do when you hear on the air the code words, open up the KLAQ mobile app or go to KLAQ.com, either one. And enter that code word. Every correct code word entered is another entry into the contest. And here's what you'll win. Tickets for the Motley Crue show April 4th at Park MGM. Airfare for two. Hotel. We're also going to give you the 35th anniversary Dr. Feelgood box set. And we're going to throw in $500 spending cash. All of that could be yours. Listen for those code words every Monday through Friday. The first one at approximately 10 a.m., and all these times are approximate, 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8 p.m. When Motley Crue in Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation and Big Machine Label Group on 95.5 KLAQ. How was Saturday? Good crowds to see Jimmy Walker?
Yeah,
you
great
were
crowds.
really very complimentary about Jimmy as a stand-up comic.
Yeah, no, I really like to stand up because he's been doing it for 60 years. And a lot of people who are...
God, how old do you think Jimmy is? 70?
He has to be at least 78.
No, there's no way.
Maybe he started when he was like 15 or 16.
Let me do a little math here. So on Good Times, which came out in the 70s, like 75, 74, 75, he played like an 18-year-old. But Jimmy was actually closer to 30. So that was... God dang, Jimmy could almost be 80, right?
Jimmy is 77 years old.
77.
Mm-hmm.
Started comedy at 17. Right.
So, and I loved it. A lot of people might like kind of phone it in or not really care.
Yeah.
But no, he's still really good. And the crowds were great. And then I heard from another friend, Nick Guetta, who's another comic, was telling me, ask him about Dustin Ibarra, who's another comic.
I butt dialed Dustin the other day.
Oh, you did? Did he pick up?
No, he just texted me and says, I think you butt dialed me. I texted back to him, it's been that kind of week. Oh, well, good.
I still need to call Carlos. I have his pots in my car. Pots.
Yeah, you do.
Wait. What? Hold on a second. What now? You need to call Carlos Mencia because you have his pot in your car?
Yeah, well, so some fans or something got him some Mexican ceramic pots and brought it to him at the show.
I didn't know Carlos was a pothead.
Yeah.
That's why they like sneakerheads.
Yeah.
Potheads. So some listeners or some fans of Carlos took him ceramic pots.
Yeah, you know the ones I'm talking about, Jonah, right? The Mexican style.
Oh no, it's our new sponsor, Ceramic Pots from Mexico.
So then Carlos gave them to me to ship to him. And we had been playing phone tag for a little bit, and then I just haven't gone back to him. So you get that out of my car.
Gotta check to see how legal it is to ship those pots.
Get your pot out of my car, Carlos.
Now, there's a border checkpoint about 90 miles in, so if you're going to drive it to him, they're going to find that pot in your car. So dumb.
So dumb.
Well, I mean, did the people know that Carlos was a fan of Mexican pottery?
I guess so. Yeah.
Digest that for a moment.
People get people, not me all the time, but the comics weird gifts.
Somebody they're a big fan of.
Yeah.
They just bring him gifts. But Carlos like he really wants the pot.
Yeah.
Pots. Excuse me.
Somebody brought Jimmy Walker 2 joints. And
does Jimmy do?
No, not at all. Like, not
oh man.
all.
What'd he do with them?
He was like, "Hey, Nico, you look like you could find something to do with it."
And we were like, certainly can.
Did it seem like Jimmy liked you?
He did. Yeah, it seemed like he liked me. He said he would.
Because you said when you first met him, he was kind of grouchy or grumpy or something.
He was when he found out that I wanted him to do radio, I went on Thursday to kind of set up the radio thing, and
which didn't happen.
Which didn't happen, but he was like oh, radio sucks these days. Radio's never good. It's not like what it used to be.
Oh my God.
And then he said, I will bet you $50 right now that I will do radio tomorrow, and then I will ask on stage on Friday who heard me on radio, and not one person will raise their hands or say anything.
All right, you know what? I would have taken that bet, but I would have said you have to say on stage who heard me on
the Buzz
ad, not just who heard me on the radio. That's too generic for anybody to respond to.
On Saturday, the last show I hosted, right before I get off, at the very end of the show, I'm like saying bye to people. I go, okay, this is self-indulgent of me, but by round of applause, who listened to the Buzz Adams Morning Show and who was listening on Friday? And a bunch of people will clap their hands.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you showed Jimmy Walker.
And were you like, you see?
Yeah.
He probably wasn't even listening.
Jimmy was like, doesn't count. I didn't get to go in.
Man, why would he talk about radio sucks now?
I guess he's had, a lot of comics have had bad comics. Radio for comics is kind of painful sometimes because radio hosts can be not cool.
But he's been on the show probably half a dozen times, probably at least 4 or 5 times.
Oh, I think he forgot.
Yeah, maybe.
He is 78.
Most of the comics usually remember. The comics who come in are better at remembering me than I am at remembering them.
Yeah.
Not somebody like Carlos or Willie, that I talk to all the time, but somebody like Tommy Davidson.
Yeah.
Like Tommy knew, I was here, but it was 15 years ago.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I forget seeing you every day.
What now?
I forget what you say to me every day.
I know. Let's go ahead and get to the Hollywood Cheesemay. Joanna Barba brings us her Cheesemay every day.
It's the Hollywood Cheesemay.
It's
the Hollywood Cheesemay. Joanna, tell us more.
And here is Joanna Barba with today's Hollywood Cheesemay. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, sad news to start off the day. Tony Todd, the actor known for his roles in Candyman, Final Destination, and more, has died at the age of 69.
Candyman.
Everybody say Tony Todd's name 5 times. Maybe we can bring him back.
Okay. Tony Todd.
Ah!
I think we're supposed to do it in a
mirror. Yeah.
According to reps for Todd.
You mean Bloody Mary? Did they just take Bloody Mary and turn it into Candyman?
You know what? I'm so glad that you brought that up. But I think every kid who went through the public or private school system knew about a bathroom in the school where if you went in there, it said Bloody Mary 3 times.
Why
into the
did
mirror.
we all think that and then start saying Bloody Mary in the mirror in the middle of recess? What's wrong with that?
It's a real full circle thing because when my daughter was
that one girl that's like, no, stop.
When my daughter was about 6, she had told her grandma, not my mom, but her other grandma, about the bathroom where if you say Bloody Mary 3 times, Bloody Mary will appear. And I guess Her grandma didn't quite get the reference, but I was like, "Oh man, it's still going on." Even to this
Still
day.
check in. If you've got kids in school right now, let us know if that legend is still going around.
Candyman and I would argue Beetlejuice are both kind of ripoffs of the Bloody Mary urban legend.
According to reps for Todd, the actor passed away on November 6th at his home in Los Angeles following a long illness, but no official cause of death has been reported at this time. Todd began his acting career on the stage studying theater at the University of Connecticut. In the 80s, he began landing on-screen roles, with his first major part being in Oliver Stone's Best Picture winner, Platoon. From there, Todd built a prolific filmography across film and television, appearing in shows like 21 Jump Street, Night Court, MacGyver, Matlock. Wait a minute. These all sound like shows that are still on now.
Well, Matlock is
Star
back.
Trek,
Oh, they'll
The
have
Next
reboots.
Generation, they all have reboots and more, as well as starring in the 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead. But of course, Todd's most iconic role came in 1992 when he was cast in the folklore horror film Candyman, which spawned 2 sequels later on. R.I.P. Oh, there's another Candyman coming out next year, and he's apparently in that one too. So.
Ooh.
It's back to the road for Papa Roach in 2025. The group has announced that the North American leg of its Rise of the Roach tour, featuring Rise Against and Under Oath, will kick off March 20th in Houston and will run through October 5th. In Texas, they'll hit San Antonio and Dallas, and then, of course, hit Phoenix early on in the tour. Tickets are available through artist pre-sales starting today, with additional pre-sales every day this week, leading up to the general sales starting at 10 a.m. local time on Thursday. Despite rumors to the contrary, HBO says that Euphoria Season 3 is not dead and is still definitely happening.
Oh, thank God.
A rep for HBO told The Independent in a statement, quote, Euphoria is going to be in production in 2025. Nothing has changed. Zendaya, Sydney Sweeney, Jacob Elordi, and Hunter Schafer all set to return in a season that includes a time jump for the cast, obviously. If nothing has changed, that means HBO is keeping to the schedule it announced over the summer, with production slated to begin in January.
What show is this?
Euphoria.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I never watched it.
No, it's a crazy show.
It always feels like I'm inappropriately watching like a really racy show about teenagers or something.
It kind of is, yeah. I watched the first season, and then the second season took so long to come back that I just was not interested anymore. So Good luck with that. It's official. Season 2 of Andor will be coming to Disney Plus next spring. The series, which chronicles the events leading up to the 2016 film Rogue One, will premiere on April 22nd, 2025. Buzz, did you watch that one? Did you like it?
Rogue One?
No, Andor.
Yeah.
Well, season 2.
I guess so. Well, it had some Star Wars stuff like in the background, but basically it was just like a prison escape movie.
Oh, the 12-episode second season will take place over 4 years, split into 3-episode pods, with each pod covering a few consecutive days in each successive year before the events of Rogue One.
Rogue One was the one that ended.
Rogue One?
When it ended, the first Star Wars started. So it's like Princess Leia puts the information in R2-D2. Mm-hmm. There's like that overlap. So,
which is great.
Yeah. Rogue One was one of the better Star Wars movies.
Absolutely.
I never saw Andor, but the cast includes Diego Luna, Stellan Skarsgård, Genevieve O'Reilly, Kyle Soler, and Adria Arjona. And finally, calling all 90s kids, a hero from our time needs your help. Do you remember the basketball-playing golden retriever in Air Bud? Yes. His name was Buddy, and he kicked off a whole film franchise. But sadly, the man who owned Buddy is now on the streets.
He's in a shelter, but it says he's about to get kicked out of the shelter for some reason.
Because they don't allow
Would you
dogs?
like to continue the story?
No, I just was I only read the headline.
His name is Kevin DiCiccio, and he's credited for creating the Air Bud character in 11 movies. Unfortunately, he says that he didn't come with much of a paycheck from Disney, of all people. Kevin is currently at a shelter in San Diego, but is nearing the end of his 90-day limit, like Buzz mentioned. He has COPD, so he needs power to use his oxygen concentrator. But some of his friends have now organized a GoFundMe to help him get into an assisted living facility. And
where were
as
these
of-
friends before he became homeless?
Right,
Yeah.
and as of last night, it's raised over $10,000.
And where did the money go? To Airbud?
Right, where is that money? Well, he says it didn't
You got to
come
pay
with
the
a lot of
dog.
money.
You got to pay the star.
If you're curious about Buddy, Kevin found him as a stray in 1989, and he passed away in 1998 from cancer.
Wait.
Buddy, the dog.
Was Buddy played by
Buddy?
Buddy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And Buddy, starring Buddy.
He couldn't
as
really
Buddy.
shoot a three-pointer like that, though, could he?
Yes, watch the movies.
Okay.
They're great. So with your entertainment news, I'm Joanna Barba.
Tell me when this is coming out, Joanna, and tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited or non-excited you are about this.
Okay.
Though it's the toughest case I've yet to face, don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead, and yes, indeed, you will be popular.
Are you singing along?
Be popular. I'll teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and glance. Ooh, I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair.
That's not Ariana Grande. That's the original. So
That's Kristen Chenoweth.
Wow, she's got a great voice.
Oh, yeah, Kristen Chenoweth.
Wicked. It comes out November 22nd. But that's also the same day that Gladiator comes out, and I really want to see
Oh,
Gladiator.
I saw another.
Wickedator.
Wickadator.
I saw a trailer yesterday that had some new stuff for Gladiator 2. So, do you want a spoiler from the trailer? Is that all right if they showed it in the trailer?
Yeah, if it's in the trailer,
So it's got Connie Nielsen in it, who played Lucius's mother.
The mother.
Right. So I guess the Paul Mescal character is
Lucius grown up.
all grown up. Mm-hmm. Oh, did everybody know that already?
Yeah.
Well, I just put it together.
In the amount of times I've mentioned it in entertainment news,
Dude.
you barely click to
All
you.
I know is
Seriously.
I'm watching the trailer for Gladiator 2, and it could be the trailer for Gladiator 1 in so many different ways.
Yep. Well, it comes out November 22nd.
You want to, Wickadator?
Wickadator, yeah.
Wickadator or Gladiated?
Gladiated.
I'd
You
like
know,
to
we're
be
never going to
gladiated.
catch lightning in a bottle like we did with the Barbie movie,
Barbenheimer.
with Barbenheimer. So did you hear that Mattel kind of rushed putting the toys out, especially the Barbies based on Wicked?
There are Wicked Barbies?
Yes. So they came out with a whole line of Barbies for the movie.
Oh, that's wicked cool.
The toy makers did not thoroughly proof their boxes with characters from the upcoming Wicked.
Someone's going to get fired.
Listen to this. On the back, they list the website, wicked.com. You think, oh, I go to wicked.com, I'll find out more about the movie. That's a porn site, Wicked.
Oh, yeah,
Wicked
it
is
is.
a porn site.
It's a porn site.
Did they should have read, all right, the correct verbiage should have been wickedmovie.com. And they
We
left
tried
it
by
out.
Wicked. It was too expensive.
They're like, why is Wicked already taken? Someone's getting fired.
Yeah, if you hadn't heard that story, what did they say? Did you see, Joanna, what they're going to do? Just tell people to ignore it, or they're going to do a
Ignore it.
recall?
They're
or?
like, just note that the website is incorrect. It will lead you to not an age-appropriate website.
Let's see what happens when I go to wicked.com.
Wicked.com sells a lot of
product.
There we go.
Like marital aids.
Marital aids, if you will.
Yeah.
Well, apparently
And accessories.
our
Oh yeah, we can't
internet will
see
not let us.
websites like that.
I'll go to
because-
wickedmovie.com.
Now go to Wicked Movie.
All right.
Yeah, Wicked is, I think, one of the more well-known ones.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you can go Wicked Movie.
How do you
They
know that?
deeply
Wicked
regret.
Movie. Okay. Don't go to wicked.com
Wicked Movie
without
is
disabling
the correct-
your filters. But you can go to wickedmovie.com.
To find out more about the movie.
Man.
Streaming now on Wicked.com. Once upon a time, there was a good witch.
And then there was me, a bad witch. I've been really, really bad. And now I'm going through the woods, all alone, looking for the Wizard of Oz. Oz. Oh.
Download The Bad Witch on Wicked.com.
Yeah, it's not the Wizard of
Bad
Oz.
witch.
It's the Wizard of Oz. All right, take a break. We're going to come back. A lot more coming up. Gen Z has a very complicated relationship with cash. I found out.
Cold hard cash.
With money.
It's weird.
Right. They get weirded out by it, Gen Z.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that. coming
Also,
up in
my
just a moment.
beard is itchy, so somebody tell me how. If anybody has, shut up, both of you. If anybody has advice on how to stop the itchiness.
Oh, yeah, I do. It's only supposed to be itchy for the first day or two that you're growing it. So how long have you been growing it?
Nico, don't scratch your skin like that.
I think
Answer
it's
the
going to help.
question.
I think it's going to help follicles
Answer the
erupt.
question. How long have you been growing your beard?
4 weeks now.
Yeah. The itchiness should have passed 3.5 weeks ago. But that, if you could only see
I
it.
love
God,
No Shave November.
Can you guys get a picture up and just share it on the app chat or
I will
something so
share it,
people
yeah.
can see what Nico is calling his month-old beard?
You should see the white, the like blonde hairs that are showing up.
You know-
it's crazy. It's like they've never seen light
This
before.
is the worst. This is the worst malignment of a beard since Hugh Jackman got divorced.
All right, this wasn't supposed to be a segment on my beard.
You brought up your
I
beard.
said all I wanted to say is in the next segment, people got help or hints. Let me know.
God, I love No Shave November.
I just want to tell our listeners, 4 weeks. If you're right as close as I am, you can kind of see it. But if you move back another 5 feet, it's like you could not even tell that there's a beard there. Let's take a break. We'll come back and
whatever.
Well, that's what you were asking for when you brought it up, man.
You brought it up.
We got more of the Buzz Adams Morning Show on the way right after this.
While you're working away, we're working for you. Our jobs.
River Oaks Properties locations in El Paso. For more information, visit roplpaso.com.
Local and loco.
Don't you know I'm loco?
The Buzz Adams Morning Show. 95.5 KLAQ.
A lot of Gen Z kids are confused by cash.
Like the concept of it, or what?
Having it.
Like touching it.
Like touching cash.
Yeah, we're going to get into this. I got some calls for you first, but also a new study shows that in the United States, on average, Gen Z spends a quarter of every day reading content.
On their phones or something.
On their phones or device or whatever.
Absolutely.
A quarter of the day?
That's what I was saying.
What would that be? Like 5 hours, 6 hours?
24 divided by 4, 6 hours. Yeah.
24 divided by 4 is 6? That could be, I mean, not quite, but almost like half of your waking hours are spent on content.
Well, and content is also things like reels, TikTok videos.
All that's included.
And I was telling you last week, I think in 25 years, they're going to say, oh, wow, unfettered access to this was a huge...
just letting kids go nuts with
contributors
social
to
media
this stuff. Yeah.
There was an Australia says that they're going to ban it or severely curtail
social
kids
media
under 16 getting on the internet or social media.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was one of the Scandinavian countries is also, Norway or Denmark or one of those has done something similar, passed some rules about kids under a certain age and social media. So, anyway, got a little bit about that coming up here in just a second. Also have some beard advice for Nico. You asked for it, so
date Joanna.
What?
Date Joanna. Beard advice.
Oh yeah.
Hey, good morning show. You guys were talking about Nico's laugh, and I don't think he laughs all forced. I really like his laugh. It makes it funny. It's just like, puts the extra punch in the and the punchline to Buzz's jokes, his dad jokes.
It
I,
needs
for
them.
one, think Nico's laugh is very sophisticated, very aristocratic.
It's not.
Very rich in flavor and character.
And flavor.
He laughed like a baboon.
It's from all that escargot. It's so classy.
Here, listen. That's Nico. No, what I was looking for, Nico, I was trying to find like an actual example of your most gut busting laugh. And we don't have one of those isolated, so we're just gonna have to use.
You're doing it.
Yeah. You guys have a good day.
All right.
Good week. Cowboys suck. See you guys later.
Just had to throw that in there.
What a brutal massacre that was on their home field.
Good morning, Nico.
This is the beard advice, okay? You got to listen. Stop typing because this guy's a low talker.
Sorry.
We got a low talker here, okay?
Buy some oils. It'll help with the itchiness, man, bro.
Okay.
Oils.
I can get some.
Take a shower, shampoo it.
Okay, I'll shampoo it.
Condition it. When you get out of the shower, if it's long enough, make sure you blow dry it. If not, just use a clean towel.
He's playing. You don't blow dry your beard.
Yeah.
I've seen guys do it, yeah.
Get out of here.
Like Grizz probably has to blow dry his
Grizz
beard.
probably does have to.
Now, I've had a beard as big as Grizz's before.
No.
And you never blow dried it?
No. I just step out of the shower and wipe my face with a towel. Done.
And that's how you get bacteria.
No, I'm gonna shampoo mine. I'm gonna blow dry mine too.
Every time.
It's going to burn your skin.
Not the same one.
Use a clean towel.
Okay.
Well, my definition of clean means it's the towel I'm using this week.
This is
like
I feel
any
like you
towel
have
should
a
be able to go.
closet full of towels.
This is November.
Not the same one. But oils will definitely help out.
Oh, yeah. My nephew uses oils
Okay.
on his beard.
I'm gonna start using oils.
Peanut, yeah.
What if all I've got is baby oil?
I don't know.
I have like
some freak offs or
I
something.
guess.
Why do you have so much baby oil?
I have some excess baby oil from the P. Diddy.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was like a gift bag.
There is a
everybody got?
glut of baby oil now that all of his is back in the market.
I got you. So, are you doing this for Movember?
It started out of laziness and then just thinking, oh well, now I have an excuse.
So this is 4 weeks growth here.
Yeah, this is about.
You started 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, just to give myself a competitive edge.
When I was in 8th grade, I knew 8th graders who could grow more facial hair than you.
I did
My
do too.
16-year-old nephew has
much better beard.
You used to see the rest of my body.
Yeah. Here's Nico's song for this month.
Like a baby seal.
November,
wow.
I've been growing a stash, promoting awareness, and raising some cash. I've tried Van Dykes and mutton chops, pencils, goatees, though none of them really look right on me. I got all of my family and friends to donate. What a good thing you're doing for all men's prostate.
Is that what this is about?
Midnight past midnight on December 1st, I'm shaving the f***ing thing off. Cause it bugs me, it itches.
Yeah.
I can't stand the snotsicles. I look like a porn star or a cop from the 70s. There's brown hairs and white hairs.
You would love any of that, right? If
any.
it looked like a cop from the 70s, you wouldn't care.
No.
If you could grow a Ron Burgundy mustache, you'd be cool with that, right?
My cheeks, trying to find my own face.
Derek just wrote in, if Nico blow dries his beard, it may blow off.
Yeah. Because my hair is like dandelions.
Hair on
Right. All it would take is
dandelion.
like that, and poof, all gone.
of my nose. Next year when I get my Movember email, I'll remember the pain of my facial hair fail. I'll open my heart, my head and my hands, and write them a generous check.
Yeah, so I gave my daughter some cash. Her mom said, now she's got a car. She needs some money every now and then for gas and stuff because she's still in high school. So I give her cash, and she looks at it like she's never seen it before and says,
How much did you give her?
A couple hundred.
Nice.
She looks at it and says,
Nice.
"What am I supposed to do with this?"
God, imagine if Buzz was our daddy, Nico.
I'm not going to answer that. Wait,
So
Joanna,
she
do your Gen Z nephews have an odd relationship with cash money?
I want to clarify what you just said right now.
Yeah.
So your daughter is driving. She needs cash, and you gave her some physical,
some folding money,
and she took it from your hand, and it's in her hands, and she goes, "What is this?
It was too.
What is this strange
Well,
paper?"
no, she knew technically what it is, but she's like, "How am I supposed to use this?"
She knew the concept of it.
I'll
but-
explain further in a moment, okay?
Okay.
All right. And also, they found out that Gen Z kids, on average, spend 1/4 of their day on content. Reading it, watching it, whatever.
In the internets.
So we'll take a break, come back. You got a Gen Z kid who just, is disgusted by money? Why would I ever carry that around on my person?
Can you just send that electronically to me?
It's exactly what you said. Do you know what happened the first time my parents gave me $100?
Were you like, whoa, I'm rich?
Nothing, because they never gave me $100. But if they had, I wouldn't have sit there and said, "Can you make this a credit card instead?" Good
Yeah,
Lord.
but when you were born, you could have bought a house with that much.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, talk about Gen Z and their weird relationship with cash on the way, and more of the Buzz Adams Morning Show is coming up right after this.
I'm Daniel Paulus, and whether you're wrapping up your workday on the...
Dr. Feel Good, Motley Crue there. I have a feeling like I can read Joanna's mind so well. She played that so I could mention that we're still doing registration for Motley Crue's residency in Vegas. Am I right?
Certainly did.
Very good.
By the way, big props to whoever put the flag out for Veterans Day. Was that here when we drove in?
No, there's somebody that does that every time there's a holiday for this.
And they just come up and or just our office.
No, it's not in our office.
No, not our
building
office.
management. Or
Oh,
something.
yeah,
building
no,
management.
all these other buildings also have flags.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I thought maybe you ran out there and did it, Joanna, because I didn't see it when I came in this morning.
Why don't you go get your flag from your house?
I have several flags.
Do you?
Yeah, many of them are in glass cases and stuff like that.
Oh, fancy.
That was fancy.
So let's talk about Motley Crue in Vegas for a second. The show that we're going to send a listener to is April 4th at Park MGM. It's a code word contest, so I'm going to give you the approximate times that you're going to hear code words given out on the air Monday through Friday. Those times are the first one at around 10 a.m., then there's one at 2 p.m., these are all approximate times, 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. As soon as you hear a code word, enter it on the KLAQ mobile app. And here's what you get if you win. Every code word that you enter is another entry for the contest. If you are the winner, you get tickets to that April 4th show, Motley Crue at Park MGM. You get hotel accommodations. We're going to give you the 35th anniversary Dr. Feel Good box set. And we're going to throw in $500 spending cash. All that could be yours. So listen for those code words. 10, 2, 5, and 8. Our first one coming up right after the morning show concludes at 10 a.m. Win Motley Crue in Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation and Big Machine Label Group on 95.5 KLAQ.
Bus line is busy every time that I phone. Bus is the longest talker I ever known. Bus, I've been trying hard to reach.
Let me get a call. Appreciate you neckline callers reminding us or letting us know of cool things that are going on. This is a good example.
Good morning. I just wanted to say congratulations to Kayla. They honored her jersey last night. I think they hung her number up in the banners to celebrate her win, you know, with not only the New York Liberty, but just with UTEP. And I just think it's a shame that UTEP is not presented more with your guys' station, as well as far as the women's team, is what I'm saying.
Ooh, wait a sec. We do. We carry the women's basketball games on 600 ESPN.
There you go.
You know, I felt like the crowd there was very small. And to be quite honest, I didn't even know that was even happening. I just feel like they should promote women's sports as much as men's sports. And I hope you guys do. So, thank you. Have a great day.
Well, I think it's great that Kayla Thornton was honored.
Absolutely.
Sure. And she was the grand marshal of our Halloween parade.
Mm-hmm.
She was, yeah.
We were either right in front of her or right behind her.
She was right in front of us.
She was right in front of us.
Which was a nice tie-in, because I probably wouldn't have recognized the name if I hadn't gotten to see her and meet her at the parade.
Oh, you got to meet her?
Yeah, got to say hi.
There were a couple, the parade is going on, so you can't stop the parade. except when the parade wants to stop.
Yeah.
But there were a couple of times that some young fans, and they were girls, came out with basketballs, and Kayla signed them, even had the
Yeah, she
car
would
stop for a
the
second.
parade,
Yeah,
yeah.
she definitely would. But you should have seen the look on these little girls' faces. They were just so amazed. So Kayla Thornton played here for 4 years. She was undrafted in the WNBA draft of 2014. But eventually, now she has played 10 years in the league and just won a national championship with the New York Liberty. So that's why
So cool.
Everybody's making such a big deal, and she was a great competitor at UTEP and a world champion now. So
To the caller's point, I think that women's sports are just underpromoted in general in most markets. It's just a thing, which is a shame. And I think we do a good job of promoting most of the women's sports at UTEP.
played your call.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't aware of it. You're right, though. The point that UTEP could have made a bigger deal out of this and alerted the media. I'll ask Steve if he even knew about it. Because if Steve didn't know about it, that means they promoted it not at all. Yeah, just completely under the radar. So I got a couple of things here for you real quick about Gen Z.
Gen Z.
You know those Gen Z kids.
Those kids. Generation Z.
Darn kids.
That's my kids.
They're starting to get old now. It's like,
well, they're a senior in high school. You think that's old?
I think they're going to start thinking they're figuring out they're old.
I think like the oldest ones were born in maybe 96, 97.
This new study says that the average Gen Z person, boy, girl, man or woman, whatever it is, human being, consumes they spend about 1/4 of their day consuming content. So what content could be reading an article,
could be written, it could be video,
watching a TikTok,
right?
Any of that, 6 hours a day. And as I hear that, I'm very concerned because I think I'm on the internet at least 6 hours a day.
You're definitely playing that royal
You're on
match.
royal match for 4 of those
That
hours.
royal match is so addictive. But you were saying there might be a day of reckoning coming someday when people say, oh, the idea of just giving kids unfettered access to all of these is like irresponsible. And some countries have already done that.
I think that they're gonna say, not just for kids. I think they're gonna say for all human beings, it was a mistake to allow us to just be get content that much. Yeah. But especially for
kids.
developing brains.
Especially kids.
Yeah, especially for developing brains and people developing things like social habits, things like monetary habits. I mean, all of those I think are going to come back to us.
So my daughter just got a car. She just turned 18. She delayed getting a car, I guess, for 2 years. She could have had one. And now she zips everywhere. Like she gives rides to her friend.
She didn't know the how sweet the taste of freedom would be. She put it off.
But her mom said, "Hey, you need to help her out because she doesn't have any money because she's in high school."
Right.
And I said,
"And you're her dad?"
And I said, "Get a gerb." I had a gerb when I was that age.
Yeah.
No, she said,
You were a farmer.
Give her some cash. And so I did. I gave her $200
in physical cash.
2 hundos,
God.
man.
Don't say that out loud.
You're a good dad.
2 Benjamin Franklins. And she looks at it and is like, can't you give this to me in some better way?
Didn't she say, this makes me feel gross?
She just was completely put off by the idea of having money on her. It's like, what am I even going to do with this? It's like, it's legal tender. They'll...
but I have to carry it around?
Really?
Oh, gross.
Yeah, just the idea that can you imagine complaining about $200 because it was in cash and not like a gift card or whatever. And she said, "Oh, I got to pay for this, I got to pay for that," and they only take Venmo or digital, some kind of digital.
So then,
payment.
what did
did you have to Venmo her?
I told the young lady,
Venmo me.
You're going to take that $200 and you're going to put it in your pocket and you're going to use it.
Did you
Can
really?
hear me?
Wait, so she asked you, "Will you Venmo me?" So what did you do?
I don't know how to do that.
You just gave her the cash and let you figure it out.
Yeah, I said, I'll give you the cash. You figure all this
Does
out.
she have like her own card and stuff?
I was going to say, does she have a
deposited.
checking account? Does she have a checking account?
Yeah, I think she's got a checking account of some
she
kind.
just deposited them.
Yeah, but then it's like, and then she's never gone into
to
a bank
or an
on her
ATM.
Buzzes
well,
the
I've
ATM.
never used an ATM. to deposit cash.
Oh, you haven't? It's so convenient.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so daunting.
Daunting?
I'm going to put like cash. If I put cash in there,
you can put your
Now
check.
you're starting to sound like the Gen Z.
Now, exactly.
I'm going to put cash into this?
I'll take money out, but I've never put money in.
What's the difference to you?
I have to give it to an actual flesh and blood human being to make sure that it is
Okay,
completed.
you need to see that it gets like.
I can't
to
put it in a
person
machine.
The person's not the thing that makes it completed.
But the machine will act as the person and put it into your account.
Also,
you
also,
assume they will.
no,
assume they will.
No, you don't. A human being's not the thing that confirms your deposit went through. The computers confirm whether you. Even when a human being takes your deposit,
maybe you're cutting out a middleman.
Even when a human being takes your deposit,
guys,
they will have to confirm
doesn't
it
understand
through
any of this.
a computer system.
I want to ask you for a favor then.
What's up? Do you want me to go deposit money for you?
Yeah, I want you to go with me and show me how to do it because
Okay.
honestly, I don't know how to do that. I go through
There's two buttons. It says one says withdrawal, one says deposit.
I've seen those buttons all these years, and I've never done
deposit one. You push the deposit.
And then, Buzz, what you'll do, like a vending machine, you will put the money in.
Not going to do that because in a vending machine, you put something in, you know it worked because you get something out. Your ATM, you don't know.
Yeah, what you get out is that money gets deposited into your account.
Wait a minute. So this was all going to be about what an odd relationship with money Gen Z has.
Well, now you're talking about what a weird, dude. You
Well,
honestly sound kind of weird, like and out of touch because even a human, even a human teller confirms that your money is into a computer account. You have to have a computer balance, right? You have to look at your balance through your phone.
I don't ever.
So the only way you check your balance is you drive to an ATM? That's the only way you know?
That's the only way I know how to check my balance is go take some money out and also print out like how much.
Well, that must be nice because you do have like
We're straying from the original thing. That's a different problem.
My daughter turned her nose up to cold hard cash.
Yeah, but it sounds like she has a bad role model for money to begin with.
Get it together.
Yeah,
Are
seriously.
you going to do an everyone sucks here move on us, Joanna?
Yeah,
everyone sucks here.
Well, be better, Buzz.
What? All right.
Be better.
Attention, Generation Z. Remember, life is short, so make every second count by scrolling endlessly on your phone. Because you know what you can't do when you're 6 feet under? Swipe or double tap. Or laugh at that meme for the 100th time. So don't waste your precious minutes doing silly things like talking to humans or experiencing life. Keep scrolling, because when you're gone, your screen time is too.
Good advice.
This is not how you thought it was going to turn out.
You turned this into something completely different.
I'm just honest, man. I'm just telling you.
Well,
I wait in the line if there are other people making deposits until it's my turn, and then I send the pneumatic tube and I talk to the person over the.
It's a bad habit not to be checking your checking balance.
Yeah.
Most people don't have the luxury of like having just so much money in their checking account
that
they can.
That is the level of rich I aspire to be.
That
where
they can just be
the
like.
Last time I went in
my account
to do a transaction inside the bank, the teller said he started telling me what I ought to be doing with putting it in different things and stuff.
Because you have 6 figures in a checkings account that doesn't get anything.
I cannot believe you don't have like a savings.
No, he could be putting
a 401k.
He could be putting into CDs. He could be putting into just regular treasury bonds.
Dude, nobody buys CDs anymore. Vinyl albums are totally back in. All right.
This is when your daughter turns up her nose at cold.
Yeah. Now we know where the problem really lies.
This turned into everybody sucks there.
Coming up, Nico and Jimmy has news headlines on the way.
Police have arrested a naked man living in the crawl space of a Southern California home. I'll have the details next in news.
The Buzz Adams Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5.
Okay, can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry,
Broadcasting in El Paso to El Paso. The Buzz Adams Morning Show on 95.5 KLAQ.
We're about to get into news with Nico and Jimmy. All right, so I was telling this story about how my daughter was just confused, almost offended that I gave her cash money instead of cash apping it or app chatting it or whatever.
Digitally.
Huh?
Venmo.
Digital.
Yeah, digitally.
A digital
right,
transaction.
right. And you guys totally took away the wrong message from that little story.
I don't think
Which
so.
is kids are weird, and you may try to make it like I'm the weird one.
I think you
You're
are
the one
weird
who
one.
brought up the whole, I don't know how to deposit money into an ATM.
I have never done it.
Well, don't sound proud. I mean, you shouldn't be proud of that.
All right, fine. Well, here's somebody, maybe they got the point.
Hey, Buzz, it's not just a thing with your daughter and the money. I think it's every generation that's, like, younger these days. I gave my, what is he, like 12 or 13-year-old nephew. I remember I gave him, like, $10. And when I was his age, $10 would have bought me a lot of corn nuts and hot Cheetos in the school's
Hell yeah,
snack
$10
room,
to
right?
buy you
A
that.
little raspa.
Wait, what was that? You seem like you really, like you
I'm
understand
really
this guy.
resonating with this call.
What's a raspa?
A snow cone.
Okay.
Corn nuts and hot Cheetos in the school's snack room, right? A little raspa. And he grabbed it and was like, "Nah, thanks." Then he just left it on the table, and he went back to his iPod. He went back to his his iPhone. He went back to his tablet. Like, they don't care about money nowadays, and it's freaking weird.
It is weird.
So
It's
weird.
So weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess priorities changes. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing with the generations. Maybe these kids are just weird. But legal tender, man. I get it, but they don't care, man.
Okay, so
Before we segued into Buzz, the mini series, I was also going to bring up, once I give my nephews cash on their birthday one time, and they kind of looked at me and they're like, well, thank you, but what do I do with this? And then they were just like, can you put it in a PlayStation card or something?
So I was bringing up.
And I'm like, you put it. You go buy a card. You can do it yourself.
So hold on. I was bringing up before in the meeting that maybe could just think of this as video game currency, that like when they get money,
that's real money.
That real money is something that's in digital that you can be like, okay, this is
digital money is more like spending in-app money.
In-app money, right?
There we go.
And so they don't.
Yeah,
they
you
might
might be
value
onto
it less
something there.
as opposed to the hard currency.
Yeah, but anyway, that entire segment was not supposed to reflect poorly on me. So
it did not go the way you planned.
It backfired.
Wake up, fool!
Wow! Today is Monday.
TGIM. And with our news headlines this morning, here's Nico at Jimmy. Good morning, Nico.
Good morning, Buzz. Good morning, Joanna. Just from our app chat, Gizzy says, I know I cannot be the only person who finds it insulting and a dishonor when a Gen Z wants to buy something from me on Facebook Marketplace and ask if I could take Venmo or Zelle or cash. The audacity of these freaking kids. No song was ever made that said Moselle, mo problems.
That's pretty good. Whoever came up with that. Moselle, mo problems.
5 Points guy says Buzz needs a financial advisor. Bottom line. Bottom line, dude. All right, let's get into the news.
Well, your laptop plugged in?
Yeah, I've got it. All right. One person was arrested after a shooting at Tuskegee University in Alabama over the weekend, and more arrests may be coming. Jaquez Myrick, 25, was charged with possession of a machine gun, with police revealing he had a handgun with a machine gun conversion device and was found leaving the scene.
It was also a
shooting.
homecoming weekend, and Tuskegee is a pretty huge college town.
At least 16 people were injured in the attack, and one person was killed. If you're wondering if I said his name right, I have no idea. Yeah. It's Jaquez or Jaquez Myrick. Well, here is a video of the gunshots that were heard.
They got the guy?
They did. Macon County Sheriff Andre Brunson said many in the community are disappointed and confused.
Homecoming was supposed to be an enjoyable time, enjoyable place here at Tuskegee University. It's for something like this to happen. People are disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm sad. I'm disappointed and really confused about why somebody would do something like this.
And officials say 60 wildfires have broken out in New York State since October 1st, and now one is claimed to life. Danielle Vasquez, an 18-year-old New York State employee, was
18-year.
Excuse me,
state
an
employee.
18-year.
He'd been on the job 18 years.
18-year veteran of the New York State, I guess, the Fire Prevention Service. He was helping to fight in Sterling Forest on Saturday when he was killed. The Sterling Forest fire is also affecting nearby New Jersey, where it's been named the Jennings Creek Fire. The fire has spread to 2,500 acres as of last night, with 0% contained. Richard Shatty has been charged with arson and violation of regulatory provisions relating to firearms in connection to the fire that started near the Central Jersey rifle range after he allegedly fired what's called a Dragon's Breath 12-gauge incendiary
Yeah, I didn't
shotgun.
understand that part of the story. So did he do it on purpose? Was he trying to set everything on fire, or?
Just from the context, it doesn't sound like that.
Also, tell me more about the Dragon's Breath thing.
It's a shotgun, a 12-gauge shotgun that the can fire things that kind of explode, incendiary rounds. Yeah.
Can you use any 12-gauge shotgun, or do you have to get like a...
Why are you asking me?
Because I want to go do it, but I don't want to set stuff on fire.
Also, but again, why would you ask me?
That's right. That's right.
Forest Ranger Jeremy Oldroyd offered condolences.
Our condolences go out to the family of the firefighter who was killed yesterday. That is being under investigation by the New York State Police, and when they're ready to release a statement, we'll let them do so.
Well, they're saying that investigating is having its own issues.
Right now, we're focused on getting the fire under control so we can get our folks into the area where the fire, we believe, started. And at that point there, an investigation will be underway, and hopefully they'll come back to us with, we know the area of the fire. We just have to figure out what actually caused the fire. So that takes some time.
So apparently you buy the ammunition and it works in any 12-gauge shotgun, I guess?
Oh, you looked it up?
I did.
Yeah.
It has a range of 200, a shotgun.
Well,
It's
we'll
gonna
go to the
200
videos. Just go to the videos. No, or yeah, there.
Oh, you know how these things go. It's going to take forever.
There you go, right there. So why don't you describe what you're seeing?
It kind of looks like fireworks are shooting out of the shotgun.
That could
into
start a
the
fire.
air.
I can see that.
But did he do it on purpose?
Well, it said he was
at a
rifle range, right? So that kind of seems like it might not be.
I mean, I don't want to get in trouble, but I want to get some of those shells. Look at that.
Oh, God. Buzz is going to start a fire.
Yeah. Sunland Park Fire Department, be on the lookout.
When that happens, I call dibs on the article.
Well, an unnamed employee of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, has been fired for telling workers helping hurricane survivors to not stop at homes that had yard signs supporting President-elect Donald Trump. The agency didn't say where the employee was working, but Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has said it happened in his state. FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell said in a statement, "This is a clear violation of FEMA's core values and principles to help people regardless of their political affiliation." DeSantis says he's directed the Florida Division of Emergency Management to launch its own investigation into the matter.
Well, they fired the guy, right?
They did.
All right. So he did this thing. They fired him.
Yes.
Wasn't there a sheriff before the election, 3 weeks before the election, who said, and it was the same thing, like hurricane rescue is like, when we go out, if we see Harris Walls signs, we're not going to help you. Do you remember that story?
I remember something similar.
Right. It's wrong, whichever side is doing it.
Absolutely. Right? I just don't think this is going to help any perception of the FEMA agency.
That they got somebody in there.
Yeah. It's not going to help the perception that they're politically inclined. Like, FEMA's not helping any of the survivors. Well, the sting of disasters affecting Cuba has lengthened. 2 earthquakes hit the part of the island yesterday. The first one, a 5.9, and the second, a 6.8. And amazingly, no immediate reports of major damage.
The lights didn't go off, remember, because they didn't have electricity for several days.
Well, that's because it's been a week after Hurricane Rafael has made landfall as a Category 3 storm. So, Cuba. The energy crisis that led to multiple countrywide blackouts, it's over. But so at least they have electricity back. And a Florida congressman says that an arrest has been made in an alleged assassination attempt against him. Democratic Representative Jared Moskowitz said the suspect was a former felon who was in possession of a rifle, a suppressor, and body armor. Moskowitz said the alleged assassin also had with him a manifesto that, among other things, included anti-Semitic rhetoric and only my name on the target list. Moskowitz is on the House task force looking into the attempted assassination of President-elect Donald Trump. And then there are 18. As of last night, 25 of the 43 monkeys that escaped the Alpha Genesis Primate Research Center. Doesn't that sound badass?
How many are still missing?
18.
I hope they form a colony and start breeding, and that way we can have like wild monkeys, and then I'd have something to shoot at with that fire shotgun. I'm joking. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. That's obviously a stupid joke.
You want to murder some primates, not even for science? A spokesperson for the Yamasee Police Department said a sizable group remains active along the fence line and at this time have bedded down in the trees for the night.
Yeah, good for them.
The monkeys, all female, had not been used in experimentation when they escaped. Yamasee officials say of the still at large monkeys that the primates continue to interact with their companions inside the facility, which is a positive sign.
Wait, so the monkeys keep coming back and talking to their homies inside, on the inside?
I guess
like
so.
Like they're meeting up at the fence or something?
Yeah, I guess so. Apparently, they're not in trouble.
Probably their boyfriends are there. It reminds me of all those women down at the bottom of the court annex.
Trying to see their boyfriends.
Trying to see their boyfriends in county.
I'll wait for you until you come out.
Right. I'll be right here. Bonzo Jr. misses his papa.
A man wanted for allegedly staging a murder to look like a bear attack has been captured. Finally, Nicholas Wayne Hamlet was wanted for first-degree murder in Tennessee and is believed to have been in the Chapin area. Helicopters, K-9s, and officers from multiple agencies have been involved in the search. Hamlet was arrested by Columbia, South Carolina police last night after he was recognized at a local hospital.
How did he, do you know any of the details? He made it look like a bear attack?
He did.
Did he
staged
do a
it.
Reasonably good job, or could they see right through it?
Well, apparently not. Apparently not good enough. The FBI was able to confirm his identity via fingerprints.
There was some confusion when the crime scene was described as grisly remains, so I can see how people might have gotten mixed up. Thank you.
What a rimmer. And
give me a rim. I mean a rim shot.
And being a 93-year-old is hard enough, right, Buzz?
Okay.
You would have to imagine it's even harder when police arrest a naked man who's living in the crawl space underneath your home.
Oh, my God.
A woman and her family reported hearing strange noises for weeks. When police responded, the noises became even louder on Thursday night, and that's when they found 27-year-old Isaac Betancourt underneath the house, naked and afraid. After
in the crawl space under the house.
Yes.
Okay.
After trying to talk him out using dogs and 2 attempts at using gas, officers finally had to tear gas the man to get him out from under the house.
Oh my God.
The family suspects the man had been staying in the 2-foot-high crawl space for up to 6 months. Betancourt was charged with trespassing.
And like leaving occasionally or just staying maybe you could survive on grubs and drainage.
Like, you're really interested. What is the daily routine of a man
who lives in a crawl space?
Buzz is like, let us know.
Right. And is there any room for me?
Real estate in California is sky high. So
isn't
they
that
could have been charging him $400 a month?
Isn't that the I'm not even sure. That was in California. Yeah. Isn't that the plot to Parasite? The movie?
Yeah,
well, they don't. They're not underneath the house.
They're in the attic.
In the attic.
It's just as bad.
No, not the attic, like the basement.
Yeah, it's like but they also worm their way into the rich family's lives.
Yeah, but before that, the guy was already living there. Remember, there was another guy.
God, I need to go check some of the rooms in my house, make sure there's not people living there.
When we watched that movie, that's when we told you, Buzz, you should start checking your room.
Also, I know where I could probably stay. Buzz would never no, I'm in the upstairs. I could just probably live up there. Yeah. Because he never goes.
Because you never go upstairs.
I'd know if you were there. The nose.
And it's Veterans Day.
Hey, happy Veterans Day.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you so much for your service. Here are a few discounts that you might be able to take advantage of. Applebee's is offering a free meal to veterans today. Active duty military members, reserves, and National Guards. They can choose from meals on the Veterans Day menu.
Okay. There's the El Paso Times today has an entire rundown of all the restaurants that are in El Paso that are doing something for Veterans Day, too.
How many people are reading that? Buffalo Wild Wings, active and retired Army members, armed services members who show valid ID can get 10 free boneless wings and fries. Chili's will get a free entree. Cece's Pizza, free buffet.
Okay.
Cracker Barrel, get some discounts at least. Dave & Buster's, free entree and up to $20 plus. Well, a free entree up to $20 plus a $10 power card.
Okay.
Denny's, free original Grand Slam. Dunkin', free donut in store. Firehouse Subs, free combo.
Hey, can I talk about something? First of all, happy Veterans Day.
Little Caesars.
To all the veterans.
Olive Garden free.
Why are they kids out of school?
Are they?
Oh,
Yeah, there's no class today. What? Yeah, why?
I was thinking about this. I was just running it through my mind. Maybe it's because they have staff and teachers who might be veterans.
Oh,
so it's like, well, we want to give them the day off. But you're giving everybody, even the kids, the day off. How about this?
Them kids get a lot of time off lately.
Let me hear from bankers, especially, but also teachers. How about if on Veterans Day, you only get the day off if you are a veteran?
Right.
Like across the board. If you're a bank teller and also a veteran, you get the day off. But your coworker who's not a veteran doesn't get the day off.
You have to show your ID to your boss.
Buzz came to me on Friday and he's like, I'm going to take Monday off in observance of Veterans Day.
I was just joking because I know that we're not going to.
And I'm like, what?
Wait, you said you had served?
No.
He was trying to pass it off. What's that called?
As in, I've served food to the military when I was out.
I just said I'm going to take the day off in observance of Veterans Day.
Stolen valor.
The stolen valor. There we go.
Well, I didn't mean it.
And then I looked at him like, what? And he's like, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Right. But hey, that would be a nice perk. If you serve in the military once a year, you get an entire Monday off. Yeah. Wait, but it's not always on Monday. It's 11th hour of the 11th day
of the month,
11th month. Right.
Anyways, Raising Cane's, Red Robin, Sonic, Starbucks, Wendy's, and Whataburger. You can get stuff there.
Let's take a break.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, but that's kind of weird that everybody in school gets out, and there might only be, I don't know, a handful of people who served on the staff, but all the, and the same thing with banks. I refuse to believe all those bank employees served in the military. So why did they get the day off?
Those kids get too much time off.
Yeah.
A veteran is a person who served in our military.
Believe it or not, I have a veteran joke that's appropriate for the day, I think.
Oh, nice.
Did you hear about the World War I soldier who got pepper sprayed and got mustard gas?
No.
No.
He was a seasoned veteran.
Over you and
A short pause, and the Buzz Adams Morning Show will be back. The 11th day of the 11th month. Veterans Day. Honoring all who serve.
255-1 cash home offers 255-1000. That's 915-255-1000.
Live from the KLAQ studios, the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Courtesy of Glasheen, Vyas, and Inderman Personal Injury Lawyers. At GVILaw.com.
All right, we're going to get right back into news. Happy Veterans Day. Congratulations to Kayla Thornton, who they had a ceremony for her last night at the Don Haskins Center. Kayla Thornton just became a world champion with the New York Liberty.
Yeah.
Of course, had a great career at UTEP. So congratulations to her. All right. You got more stories ready to go?
I do.
All right, let's get into it. News.
Well, more of an entertainment story.
All right.
Coldplay's Chris Martin's putting a fan's safety first. During the band's concert in Sydney, Australia, the singer paused the show after spotting a young fan being squeezed in the standing section of the crowd. In a clip posted to TikTok, Martin could be heard saying, "You can sit right here. You don't have to be squished or squeezed by all of these adults." Then the boy was lifted over the barrier and placed next to security.
Who was the artist?
Coldplay. Chris Martin.
Oh.
That's pretty nice.
Pay attention, Buzz.
Former President Jimmy Carter is being nominated for a Grammy. Can you believe it?
Congratulations.
It's for his narration in the audiobook Last Sundays in Plains, a centennial celebration, which includes recordings from his final Sunday school lessons. If he wins, it'll be his third Grammy.
Jimmy Carter has 3 Grammys?
2 already.
He won 2 Grammys.
And it would make Carter the oldest Grammy winner in the awards history.
John Lennon is up for a Grammy this year.
From like old recordings or something?
They have a category for box set or master collection. You know, like
that's
a box set.
Yeah.
And a bunch of John Lennon stuff came out in a box set, so that's up for a Grammy this year. I'm confused by the whole Grammys thing.
I know.
What's the difference between Song of the Year and Record of the Year, honestly?
Yeah, seriously.
Wait, let me just take a look here. So they got... you know what,
I thought we were going to do, like, Grammys is a big thing. I thought we were going to do that in a separate...
It is? Really? I feel like it hasn't been ever since they gave Milli Vanilli.
We end up talking about it,
I just want to know who's in the rock category.
Like, we don't care. Nobody really cares about the winners.
What's the difference between best rock performance and best rock song?
If anyone out there knows these answers.
Well, maybe the performance could be live?
Best rock performance, Now and Then by the Beatles. Something from the Black Keys, Green Day, Idols, Pearl Jam, and St. Vincent are up there. Yeah, so there's a record of the year, then there's song of the year, and then there's performance of the year. It all sounds like they made up multiple categories. Do you want to hear who's up for best new artist?
Okay.
And you tell me, Joanna, if you've ever heard of the people that I'm mentioning for best new artist.
All right.
Benson Boone.
Okay, yes.
What does he do, or she?
He sings a song called Beautiful Things.
Is it?
Very big on TikTok.
Okay. Sabrina Carpenter.
Love her, yes.
She was like a Disney kid or something?
She was a Disney star, yeah.
Doechii. I could be saying that wrong. Doechii.
I don't know.
It's Dutchie.
Is it?
No.
Doechii.
I have no idea.
That sounds like a DJ to me, but...
I'm getting so old. Go.
Khruangbin.
What?
Khruangbin.
Oh, I love Khruangbin.
Spell it.
KHRUANGBIN.
Oh, Khruangbin.
Can I get the country of
Oh,
origin?
Khruangbin's delicious. It's a Vietnamese dish, actually.
Also up for new artist, Ray, spelled R-A-Y-E in all capital letters.
Everybody loves Ray.
Chapel Rowan.
Chapel
We all know
Road,
Chapel Rowan.
Shabuzi.
We all know Shabuzi.
And Shabuzi.
And Teddy Swims.
And we all know Teddy Swims.
Wait,
great.
you know who Teddy Swims is?
Yeah.
He was here not too long ago.
Yep, he was.
Got to hang out with Iris and Grizz.
Teddy Swims did.
Yeah. They did a whole TikTok thing or reels about it.
What kind of stuff does he do?
He sings.
Yeah, but what kind of music?
I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
Does it kick ass or suck?
It does kick ass.
All right, fine.
All right, don't go into any more because this is a whole
I just want to
separate
know
segment.
who's in the rock category.
Well, do you mean rock performance, rock album, rock single, or rock song of the year? Because, again, the Grammys
Guys,
are really
we
confusing.
could get bogged down in an entire Grammys segment.
I just want to let you know there's only one more commercial break this hour,
So, I'm
we
gonna
could get bogged down now.
Let's get back into the news.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Only one more this hour.
Yes.
Okay.
A political prankster targeted Russian teachers to prove a point about Russian propaganda. Photos are showing teachers from multiple schools in Vorezna, Russia, making and then wearing tinfoil hats, which they were told would protect them and their students from radiation by NATO satellites. Teachers were told that they were taking part in a, quote, large-scale patriotic event. After creating the hats and putting them on, the teachers gushed that they felt a purification of thoughts, a boost in spirits, a surge of patriotism, and a need to help the war effort.
Yeah, but, I mean, anytime we're at war, don't we do kind of similar stuff?
I don't know if we put tinfoil hats on.
Okay, maybe the tinfoil hats. Or, that might have
been
tipped
a
them
clue,
off.
right? Well, President Biden will go over the top issues with President-elect Trump during their meeting at the White House this week. That's the word from National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, who said yesterday President Biden is committed to the peaceful transfer of power from one president to the next.
Yeah, the way that everybody else except one has done it.
Mm-hmm. According to Sullivan, the list includes both domestic and foreign policy issues. Meanwhile, Arizona is officially in the win column for Trump, with NBC News projecting the results as of midday Sunday, putting all 7 swing states in Trump's column.
Did you say California?
I did not.
What was the state you said?
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. I can't believe Trump didn't win by 100% in Arizona. I mean, you drive through there, and you might see Trump yard signs, but in Phoenix, especially Maricopa County, like the Trump signs always have like a derogatory term. Or, never miss a chance to call Kamala Harris a hoe. It's just, they're just way more aggressively pro-Trump in Maricopa County.
Well, it looks like Ruben Gallego, the Democratic representative who was taking on Carrie Lake, is ahead of her so far.
Glad to hear that. Not because of Ruben Gallego, but because of Carrie Lake.
And finally, a man has been fired from his job after calling out sick to party at the Dodgers championship celebration. The man was given a letter of termination that stated he had been seen at the Dodgers World Series parade. The now former employee is accusing his boss of being a Yankees fan, and that's the root of the job action. The guy posted his termination letter.
Oh, my God. So the guy's saying, you only fired me because you're a Yankees fan.
The guy posted his termination letter on Reddit, and the message has since gone viral. It turns out a regular at the business tattled on the Dodgers fan.
All right, this sounds pretty Bush League. If you're a Yankees fan, you don't take it out on your...
This guy was at the Dodgers parade? That son of a bee.
I got a few...
and with the news, Nico.
I got a few audio stories that are more on like the odd side of news.
All right.
For some reason, people have been being mean to Leah Thompson on social media. You know who Leah Thompson is, right?
Marty McFly's mom?
Yeah, I believe that's right. She was Marty McFly's mom. But she was in other stuff, like the original Red Dawn and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Howard the Duke.
Oh, I'm thinking of Lena Dunham.
No. Leah Thompson. I can understand why people would be mean to Lena
Dunham, yeah.
Yeah, Lena Dunham.
Why are people being
She's
mean
polarizing.
to
There's
Leah
nothing
Thompson?
polarizing about Leah Thompson.
Why?
I don't know, but here was her message for the haters.
Hey guys, Leah here. Not in the best mood. I just want to tell you a little thing about myself. I was born in Rochester, Minnesota. I was really poor, the youngest of 5. I worked my way to where I am now. I'm also old. Yeah. I've had a career in Hollywood for 42 years, working consistently. I've worked in 48 states. I know a lot of real people. In fact, I am a real person. It's crazy. So anyway, if you feel inclined to say horrible things to me, just don't follow me. Go find someone else. Because I know you wouldn't say that to my face.
Wow.
So why are you saying it on my feed? And if you're a nice person, stay. Let's play. Let's have fun.
Oh, right.
It sounds like just based on context clues, people have been saying, oh, you're old and washed up and you're like a Hollywood elite and you don't know any real people, just by the way she was responding to the...
People are just mean online. People just feel freedom to be mean.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. It's a weird phenomenon of...
Is that what a troll is? It's just, I don't mean any of this, but I'm just going to say it to ruin this person's day or make them have...
Or it might make them feel good.
They get some kind of...
Joy out of it. There's a whole South Park episode where Kyle's dad is
yeah, I remember that one.
Is the troll of the whole town. And it's people that really wouldn't say it to your face.
I think I can fairly say that there's nothing I say about any celebrity that I wouldn't be willing to say to their face.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll apologize. I didn't, I really hurt Gabriel's feelings. So, I mean, there's some of it I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I said that, and it was taken a certain way, and I apologize.
I follow him on Facebook, and I just messaged him saying, "Would you ever talk to Buzz on the phone again?" Because
did he get back to you?
No, he hasn't. But he was posting up like you could ask questions through his story. You know, Joanna, when they go like, ask me anything.
Oh, when
in
they
the
go
story.
live, yeah.
No, it wasn't even live. It was like,
when
it's
they
the
ask.
widget. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so he was posting the questions and the answers in the story.
Mhm.
And one of them was like, why don't you ever put up younger comedians on your shows, like the newer ones? And he was like, you mean like, and then listed all of them, Renee Vaca and Ken Flores. And then I saw Polar.
Well, those guys were young when they started with Gabriel. I don't know if you would still call them young. 30?
Yeah, and he's been putting him up just as recently as this year. But then I saw Polar Bear, and
you saw him in the comments.
No, him being tagged by Gabriel,
like he was mentioned.
That he was saying basically he put him up, and I was thinking about it. I hadn't heard
Polar Bear. Right?
We know Polar Bear. He's one of our friends.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking I haven't seen any posts from Polar Bear because I follow him a lot. We talk all the time. And yesterday night he was in Tampa. Gabriel Iglesias was in Tampa. Had a big show at a big arena. Polar Bear was on the show.
Polar Bear got to be on the show in the big.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool for him.
Okay, I only know who the country singer Zach Bryan is because of his messy breakup with his girlfriend.
The chicken fry girl?
Brianna Chicken Fry. And the only reason I'm paying any attention to this is because I was fascinated to find out if her last name was actually Chicken Fry. It is not. But they broke up, and she said
You mean it's not a family name?
No, it turns out I guess she's on something affiliated or with Barstool Sports, and that was her on-air nickname. Now, I don't know if Portnoy gave her that nickname himself or somebody else did, but now I'm just very fascinated with the Zach Bryan, Brianna Chicken Fry breakup. So she has a podcast called BFFs.
Yeah, that's the one she does with Dave Portnoy, I believe.
And she spilled how do the millennials used to say it? Spilled the tea on her breakup with Zach Bryan.
I don't want your money. Like, I don't want a settlement. And then it was a back and forth.
Her claim, I don't know if it's going to cover it, is that Zach Bryan's team offered her $12 million to sign an NDA. You know what that is?
Yeah.
A don't tell.
A non-disclosure agreement. All right, so that's the context of this.
I don't want your money. Like, I don't want a settlement. And then it was a back and forth. His team would call me. They gave me all these options. They started low. Then they went up to 10 million. Then they went up to 12 million. Then they wanted to give me a house. Then they wanted to give me a New York apartment. Then they wanted to do all these things. That in itself, $12 million to not talk about this relationship that you posted on Instagram that was so beautiful and you had so much love for me. What are you scared of?
Ew. Yeah, it sounds messy.
my
So
God.
they weren't married, were they?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think just boyfriend, girlfriend.
Do you think she's kind of taking it?
I think
badly?
she is maximizing. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I want to say this is probably like, I'm broke up with this country star. I'm going to use that.
The publicity.
Yeah. You know, maybe she felt mistreated or disrespected in some way. But I don't know.
But this isn't hurting.
I sense, this is not hurting her career at all. Today is National Metal Day. Do you know why it's National Metal Day? It has to do with the date.
This is when we discovered iron.
No. Nope. 11 is in honor of metal, and specifically it's from the movie This Is Spinal Tap. You know, because their speakers went all the way to 11.
If you can see, the numbers all go to 11. Look, right across the board. 11, 11,
and most of
11, and
the amps go up to 10.
Exactly.
Does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
What we do is if we need that extra push over the cliff, you know what we do?
Put it up to 11.
11, exactly. One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
Now tell me the truth. Have you ever seen This Is Spinal Tap?
I have not.
You got to watch it. You got to look for all the I wouldn't call them cameos because most of these people went on to become much more famous. Fran Drescher.
Oh, yeah.
Billy Crystal before he really got super famous. Like pre-Saturday Night Live Billy Crystal. Michael McKean. You know, the guys who do those mockumentaries. Well, this, I think, was their first one. And you've never seen it?
I haven't. No.
I think you can learn a lot about rock just by
Christopher
watching
Guest, right?
Christopher Guest, Nigel Tufnell, Harry Shearer.
Oh, yeah.
Harry Shearer's in it, Michael McKean. I feel like that's, sometimes you could watch movies about rock, Nico, if you want to learn more about rock, but I don't think you actually do want to learn more about rock. I think now it's just like rubbing it in that you don't know anything about.
Well, if it doesn't stick, I don't know what to tell you.
If it doesn't stick.
You pretend you like it.
Yeah, I
if
like
I
it.
went to work for a country station tomorrow, I would suddenly really be into.
But then I would be a poser, and everybody would know I'm a poser if I did that. At least this way, you know I'm not.
Got to fake it till you make it, baby. Right, Joanna?
Yeah, you're really upset.
Could you fake it on like a country station? Do you think you could?
Oh, I think I could fake it on a country station.
It's about being a professional.
I'm good at faking
Yeah, like,
it.
oh, yeah, I know all about Zach Bryan. You know, blah, 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 blah. No.
Well, maybe you lay low until you get a few moments to fight.
I couldn't even do it for the music I like. I don't even know a lot about that even.
Other than Mick Jagger, name one member of the Rolling Stones.
I think you started off wrong.
Okay, all right.
Ringo.
Name one member of Metallica. By name.
That's a better question, yeah.
The
Just give me a first name.
One person from Metallica.
The Danny Trejo guy.
Oh my God. Danny
Trejo. Danny Trejo from
Buzz,
Machete.
stop. People are going to get so
I know,
mad.
right? But I think he's consciously doing it. He's just like, you're a troll. We were just talking about
Nico,
troll.
honey,
You're trolling
look at
rock
me
fans.
For like 1 second, just stop the trolling.
What?
One member of Metallica.
One member of
Look at
Metallica.
his
Tell
face.
me you can actually do it.
I know you can.
How about
honey.
if I spot you the first
believe
name?
in you.
I'll spot you the first name.
No.
Dave Hetfield?
No.
This mother.
I think Hetfield. It's Hetfield and McCoy.
What's the first name? It's not Dave. Honey.
Honestly, I can't think of it.
Oh my God.
Mark?
How about the drummer? He's kind of like...
Nico,
it's
give
not-
me a name of one member of Iron Maiden. This one should be easy.
Yeah.
Because
We interviewed
him.
the lead singer of Iron Maiden a couple months ago, maybe.
Well, I know that because I'm going to have a fencing match with him on stage.
And who's that?
Bruce Dickinson.
Yay!
And the only reason I know that is because I
of the
keep
Saturday Night Live
because I
bit?
keep making cowbell jokes to Buzz. He's like, that's
a different guy.
That's a different one.
Hey, let's enjoy our friend, comedian who really got some of the staff a really good deal on Metallica because he was the opener for Metallica, and some of the people who were on staff got pretty much on stage.
One of my faves, yeah. Jim Brewer.
Yeah, Jim Brewer.
I'm a hard rocker. I grew up a metalhead, and I'm starting to realize that the younger generation, they're not into the metal. They're not into the Iron Maidens and the Ozzies. Like I'm starting to realize like hard rock and metal is gonna be oldies. That's an oldies station, which at first I wasn't sure about, but now I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna embrace it. I want to be that old man with like dementia. You know, I'm like, I'm not sure where I'm at, and my kids are taking me with their grandkids, and I'm stuck in a back seat just for a drive for the day. I'm like, going for a ride, Grandpa. Well, can you please turn on my music today? Let's turn on Grandpa's music. No, Mom, don't do that. The station sounds like they're sacrificing animals. Don't do it. That's music. But how cool would that be to hear one day? It's just an old man. You're like, hey, you're listening to the oldies goldies station. Hard rockin', heavy metal, 24 hours a day. You want Pantera, Megadeth, Slayer? Guess what? Slayer. Oh, that's scary, man. I saw a Slayer concert. That's the first time I feared my own race. If you grew up in the 80s and you're turning 80 this year, God bless you. Here's something to keep you alive one more day. This is Metallica's Creeping Death. You'd be in the back seat just
Happy Metal Day, everybody.
Thank you, Veterans Day, for being a holiday to celebrate the millions of men and women who have served this country. You may only come with...
Tell your doctor about dental procedures. Learn more at eloquist.com or call 1-855-ELOQUIS.
The Buzz Buzz Adams Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 to 10. KLAQ and KLAQ HD1, El Paso, a Town Square media station.
So, I don't know if Cappy's going to be in the 9 o'clock hour.
Oh, does he take Veterans Day off?
No, but he's usually here by now, and I haven't seen him. Let me give you the short version. Cowboys lost. The Miners won. Woo! In double overtime, the Miners beat Kennesaw State.
Close game.
Yeah, the story in the Times today is making it like they won a Rose Bowl or something. Must have been a hell of a game. Anyway, if Cappy doesn't make it in, that's what you need to know. The Chiefs won in very, very exciting fashion. I got crazy into the game yesterday for the still undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to talk music here a little bit because, Nico, it was your intention.
It's not.
What was I
do
going to say?
What you were saying to troll people. I know you. I know you think that
That I think you're trolling people.
I am a person. Mm-hmm. I'm a human. I have
with
faults.
Feelings?
With feelings?
Buzz, Nico Gianna, morning, 5 Points guy. Nico, I'm offended. You can't name one person from Metallica? Dude, I don't think I could be seen with you in public anymore, man. I really don't. Oh. Just kidding. Have a good one, guys.
I remembered one in the break. I remember it's not Dave Hetfield, it's James Hetfield.
Oh, and I figured out when he was saying Danny Trejo, he was trying to think of Robert Trujillo.
Well, I knew.
Oh my God, Nico!
I knew La Raza showed up for at least 1/4 of the band.
We were talking about some of the Grammy nominees for Best New Artist, and Joanna, what do you think? You recognized a little over half of them?
No.
You didn't do that well?
I didn't do that well, no.
I just learned Shabuzi's not a drink.
No, Nico. Krong Bean is not a Vietnamese dish. It means airplane, bro. And yeah, Krong Bean is pretty badass. They have really good music. It's like nice, it's baby making music. Very smooth, silky. Wear with a robe and let it open in front of your loved one, significant other.
Wear a robe and let it open.
Such a picture he paints.
Yeah.
Khruangbin is an American musical trio from Houston, Texas.
How do you say the name again?
I guess Khruangbin.
Look what I wrote down. Like I had to save that call. I called it KLAQ.
That's like a Polish dish, isn't it?
The band consists of Laura Lee Ochoa, Mark Spear, and DJ Johnson.
Okay, do you want to hear a little bit of KLAQ?
Yeah.
Khruangbin?
Khruangbin.
What are they?
Krang
and Kronos?
Okay. Now I don't know how to say it.
Kratom?
I like this. This is like early 70s where it's not rock and it's not country. It's the Eagles or something, right?
It's the Eagles.
or Pure Prairie League or something like that. America. I've been through the desert on a horse
I heard
with
this
no
song
name.
on TikTok.
This is called Texas Sun.
Oh, I've heard it.
Oh, this is baby making music.
Is it possible that I don't know much about the new artist because I don't TikTok? Do you think I would know more of this stuff if I were active on TikTok?
That's a great point because also if people are listening to...
I mean, I like this. I do like it.
Radio, not as much.
We call those people fools.
Exactly.
Danny Trejo is in Metallica. Good Lord.
You say you like the wind blowing through your hair. Well, come on, roll with me till the sun goes down.
I like it.
Yeah.
What are they called again? Khruangbin. I'm a fan.
Khruangbin.
Yeah, that was good.
Do you want me to give you a few more of the categories?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do
by the way, Beyonce, you want to do a Grammy segment? All right. I think I have music set aside for this.
Perfect.
What's this, Joanna? Beyonce is now the queen of the Grammy. She is the most nominated artist of all time. Think about that for a second. For Grammys, Quincy Jones passed away. Right. Beyonce now has more Grammy nominations than Quincy Jones did. She has the most wins of all time with 32. And what we're hearing from there, the Cowboy Carter album is all over the country categories, which is odd because it seems like, didn't country radio kind of snub the Beyonce song? Or there were people saying that?
Sidelined it, maybe?
It's like how they did with Lil Nas X and Old Country Road. It's like, this is not a country song. And then it's like, we're going to put Billy Ray Cyrus in there doing a rap part, and somehow it's a country song. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think it's a banger.
It is a banger, but they wouldn't play it until he put Billy Ray Cyrus on the song. Cowboy Carter up for Album of the Year, and the song Texas Hold'em is up for Record and Song of the Year. What's the difference between Record and Song of the Year?
God, I still don't know the answer.
Yeah, what's the difference between Record and Song of the Year?
Thank God we have Google.
With 99 total nominations, Beyonce, adding 11 with this year's Grammys, is the most Grammy-nominated artist of all time. You know when I lost all respect for the Grammys, right?
Milli Vanilli.
Oh, okay, so this makes sense.
Milli Vanilli was
Some people would say, they gave Jethro Tull for Best Metal Album in like 1985.
So this actually makes a lot of sense. Record of the Year recognizes the production and performance of a song, while Song of the Year recognizes the song's composition.
What?
That didn't make sense at all.
Yeah, I didn't get that at all.
The award
just read it again.
Okay.
Well, okay. Record of the Year recognizes the production and performance of a song, while Song of the Year recognizes the song's composition. Record of the Year awarded to the performer, producers, recording engineers, and or mixers of the song.
Yeah, no difference.
No, the Song of the Year awarded to the songwriters of the song. That makes a difference. That does make a difference.
So
it's a difference between lyrics and.
It sounds like they're just padding things out to me.
What's that movie with Drew Barrymore and Hugh Grant, Joanna?
Music and Lyrics?
Music and Lyrics, yeah.
So Beyonce, guess what? Her husband Jay-Z has the second most Grammy nominations of all time with 89, followed by Paul McCartney with 84. And then the late Quincy Jones comes in fourth with 80.
Tay-Tay's not in there?
She's nominated for 6 Grammys this year. Also, Sabrina Carpenter and Chappell Roan are nominated for 6 Grammys. Other Album of the Year nominees, Joanna, are New Blue Sun by Andre 3000.
Okay.
Did Jesse Volume 4 by Jacob Collier.
God, I don't even know who that is.
I don't know this.
Oh, Buzz.
Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
Yeah, like that one.
And Chappell Roan's The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess.
Yes.
I keep thinking I'm seeing Dave Chappelle's name whenever I read hers.
Chappell Roan?
Yeah.
Chappell Roan.
Chappell.
Hey, we got a corrections and retractions for you, Buzz.
Oh.
Boy, what could anybody ever find that needs to be corrected or retracted from this show?
I'm kind of curious about this, too.
Corrections and retractions.
You gotta put me up.
Let me hear it.
Hey, what's going on, morning show? Love you guys. Hope you guys are having a great day. But quick corrections and retractions, because that song that you just played, that's by Leon Bridges. So just let y'all know. Great artist. Y'all should check him out.
This says
have a good morning.
Krungbin, Leon Bridges, and it's the song
No. Could it have been the instrumental you were using for Beyonce, the Beyonce story?
Well, that was Beyonce.
I guess somebody
Because that one says it's also Leon Bridges, but also Krungbin.
Okay. Oh, Krungbin and Leon Bridges. If you look, yeah, here you go.
Okay, well, Krungbin is also in there. Ah, yeah.
I said a hip
Funky.
hop, a hippity hop, a hip hop, don't stop.
No, don't do that.
Aww.
That's terrible.
That wasn't good?
Are you trolling us now?
Well, I definitely do not like this as much as I did the Leon Bridges song.
I can be imagined naked being to all these songs, though.
I'm sure you can.
Why do we sing like this so high?
Buzz, shush. I'm trying to get into it.
Good luck.
Yeah. This sounds like everything my nephews listen to.
Really?
They're the ones that have to teach me.
My daughter's favorite bands, all to me, and I know I'm going to sound just like my parents and their parents before them, it all sounds the same.
All that banging and that clanging, what you doing with that?
It's mostly acoustic, but it's by like singers who don't fully sing the words it's all mumbly. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Kind of.
I'm not saying I could understand every lyric in every Metallica song, but hey, people enjoy whatever kind of music you enjoy.
Oh,
that's fine with me.
Sandman, I know that one.
What are you talking about?
Metallica song, he said.
Sandman. Just Sandman.
You just said Sandman.
Just Sandman. Mr. Sandman.
Yes.
Bring me a dream.
Bum, 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 bum.
Make her the cutest that I've ever seen.
Bum, 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 bum.
Give her 2 lips like roses and roses and clover.
Oh my God, we're so old.
And tell her that her lonely nights are over you. What a bunch of old dorks you guys are.
You fell into it.
Let's see. Record of the year, Fortnite, Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone. And then their song of the year, a bar song, Tipsy by Shabuzi. I guess everybody's probably heard that by now.
Remember, song of the year, it's about the lyrics.
Let's get to rock performance. I kind of went over this. Green Day's The American Dream Is Killing Me. Do we play that?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Can you bring it up?
Okay.
All right. Very good.
Let's see.
Broken Man by St. Vincent, Dark Matter by Pearl Jam.
We play
That's
that
a pretty
one,
good.
too?
That's a pretty good Pearl Jam too.
Where the hell is this?
What is
American
best
Dream
rock
is
performance
killing?
for?
Yeah, I don't know. Again, what's the difference between record of the best rock performance and best rock record?
This is Green Day.
This is Green Day.
The American Dream Is Killing Me.
Yeah, it's very Green Day-ish.
Right.
Okay.
And
yeah, you know, that's what I go to Green Day for.
Pearl Jam, Dark
Matter.
Matter.
Nice riff. Like it.
Actually, I do like this one. Do you think, like, older people, when they first heard this, they were like, it's just mumbling?
Yeah. Probably exactly the same.
What you just said about your daughter's
It's
music?
probably the way that my parents, it's probably the way my parents thought of Elvis. Right?
Yeah.
I don't get this.
And that's all we've got that's under best rock performance
Okay.
in our
How about, you want to hear what's up for best rock album?
Sure.
Black Crowes, Happiness Bastards is the name of that. I just realized I probably need to tell people, especially younger people, which is the band and which is the album.
Yes.
So
Happy Bastards, although it's a great band name, it's not.
It's not that's the name of the album by the Black Crowes. Romance is the album by Fontaines DC. You know that one, Joanna?
No.
Saviors by Green Day. We just heard a little bit of that. Tang K by Idols. Do you know this Idols?
No.
That they're speaking of?
Or Tank?
Tank. Dark Matter. Pearl Jam's Dark Matter. Rolling Stones, Hackney Diamonds up for best rock album. And Jack Smith, No Name. Jack White, sorry. Jack Smith is the special prosecutor from the Department of Justice who is probably going to have to flee the country now.
Hey.
This is Jack White. We do play Jack White.
We got Jack White?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Crank it. Spank it. Smack it on a ding dong.
Oh, yeah.
I found out something interesting about the White Stripes.
What's that?
Like, everybody thought they were brother and sister or their husband and wife, but ex-wife. And he took her last name.
Oh.
Like, when they got married, he took the last name White, which was it Meg?
Meg. Yeah.
Meg White. Then crank it. you want to?
Actually, I don't even know if this song is on that album that's nominated. I
Oh,
just
you
know
don't?
that this is the one song we have.
Is it called No Name? No Name's the album.
The album is No Name, yeah, but this one's called Taking Me Back.
Okay, all right. Put it on the back burner for a second. How about Best Alternative
Okay.
for music performance? Cage the Elephant.
Oh, I love Cage the Elephant.
Yeah, Cage the Elephant there.
I saw him as an opener for Kid Cudi before they got big.
Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. I don't know if you ever got into
I love Nick
I
Cave.
love Nick Cave.
Big Nick Cave
I
fan.
love Nick Cave. Song of the Lake is... Nick Cave is like 60. How's he alternative?
What should he be then?
Mainstream, I guess.
No, he's not pop.
Just rock. I mean, what makes Cage the Elephant alternative?
He does funky stuff.
Okay. This Fontaine's DC keeps popping up again.
Oh.
Bye Bye by Kim Gordon and Flee by St. Vincent.
Hey, somebody in the app chat is saying that the Texas Sun video from Khruangbin was filmed on Scenic Drive.
God, we're just learning so much more about Khruangbin.
But you said this is not, the caller said this is not Khruangbin.
Well, it's Khruangbin and Leon Bridges.
Yeah, I could definitely see chilling out to this. Okay. Do you want to hear a comedy, best comedy album of the year?
Oh, yeah. Let's, who are the nominees?
All right. Ricky Gervais for
All right.
his album Armageddon.
All right.
Dave Chappelle for The Dreamer.
All right.
Jim Gaffigan for The Prisoner.
I do love him.
Someday You'll Die by Nikki Glazer. Was she the one who just killed it at the Tom Brady roast?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. And Where Was I? Trevor Noah. You can go to Grammys.com if you want to see a lot more of these.
And now these are just the nominations, right?
Yeah, nominations just came out. Oh, man. When it turned out Milli Vanilli didn't sing a lick on the thing that they won Best New Artist for, I was like, I'm never watching another Grammys again.
Wait, so you did watch that Grammy?
No, I don't think I actually watched the... No. I think even up to then, I didn't watch the Grammys. But that was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. We're going to have to take a break here in a second, right, Joanna? We don't get too far behind.
Danny says Nico's lack of knowledge is a sign
slap in the face
of Buzz's bad leadership.
Well,
teach him. In the Army, they tell us there are no bad teams, only bad leaders. I have since I started here, I have asked Buzz, give me a list of bands I should listen to, and he's like, I don't know, just whatever.
Bob Dylan.
I'll give you a list. And I'll even try and cater it to what I think you would like.
Yeah. You just need to teach me, Buzz. Give me a curriculum.
Where the hell is Scenic Drive in this video?
You gotta listen to a lot of
just
David
going all
Bowie.
over freaking Texas.
I mean, if you really want to start at the beginning, you listen to some old blues, like from the 20s and 30s.
I'm a big Robert Johnson fan.
You can't name one song by Robert Johnson.
I sit at the crossroads every single day.
Yeah. What's the name of the song? Without looking it up, it's by Robert Johnson. You're right. He's an old-timey blues guy. What was the song called?
It's not the Crossroads? Or something Crossroads?
I forget. Well, I went down to the crossroads.
Did you not hear that, Joanna?
No, I'm trying to watch this video to see where Scenic Drive is.
Oh, my God. Joanna.
Oh, I'm sorry. What do you say?
Buzz,
I was asking Nico to name one Robert Johnson song.
And I said the Crossroads. And he was like, no. I was like, what is it? And he was like, oh, I don't know.
Well, I went down to the crossroads. I know the Clapton version the best, but come in my kitchen.
It's called Crossroad.
Crossroad.
So, Crossroads.
Sweet Home Chicago. I know you've heard that one before.
By Big Basie? Basie?
No. I don't know who you're talking about.
Something Basie.
No.
Basie.
Are you talking about
band.
Count Basie?
Count Basie. Basie.
Count Basie, not a band.
Or
he was
orchestra.
a band leader.
Yeah.
Can't say not a band. Oh, Count Basie? Count Basie was a guy.
Band leader.
Okay, fine.
Oh my God, you two.
TV tonight, we got Monday Night Football.
TV tonight, TV tonight, TV tonight.
ESPN, Los Angeles Rams hosting the Miami Dolphins. The Voice on NBC tonight. The knockout rounds begin.
Ooh, Joanna, you still following up with that?
I don't watch The Voice. I watch Masked Singer.
Sorry, Masked Singer.
Masked Singer, right. Did you ever watch like American Idol or The Voice or anything?
Not really, no.
My parents got into all that stuff. That's who it's made for, like 80-year-olds. American Idol and The Voice. And I'm convinced it's made for seniors.
Masked Singer
Senior
been
citizens.
great lately.
Masked Singer.
Yes.
See, I would see like not as many older folks getting into Masked Singer, but maybe they do. On HBO tonight, the series finale of My Brilliant Friend. Last night was the season finale or the series finale of The Penguin. And I don't know because I watched like an hour of it and there was still 30 minutes left. So no spoilers.
Please, somebody
in the outro was all like, it was terrible. Have Buzz talk about it.
Please, somebody write in a spoiler for me in the.
Well, I don't know how it ends, but the whole series I thought has been
This morning
excellent.
you were almost like, I'm going to spoil it for you.
Yeah, I
But
wanted
you
to
hadn't
spoil.
seen it.
I haven't seen it, so I can't spoil it for him. But I totally would if you didn't know.
Well, I watched this entire music video and there was no scenic drive.
Yeah.
Other people are saying that. Yeah, made in El Paso.
Texas Sun?
That was the one I was playing. Tonight's schedule also includes Superman and Lois, 911 Lone Star, Rescue High Surf, and NCIS.
Ooh.
Boy, these sound like shows that could have been on.
No. It's NCIS Origins at
No.
10.
Well, there's NCIS and NCIS Origins.
Oh, did it just start? Oh, my God.
You're really into that.
Yeah.
It seems like NCIS has been on my entire life.
It's been on since 2003.
It seems like forever. I think of it in the same category as Dragnet.
Gibbs. Gibbs is the main character. And I think Origins is like when Gibbs is a young guy and they have a new actor for him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And Mark Harmon's the guy that plays Gibbs.
Is he still on that show?
No, he was released, I think, a couple years ago.
Was it because he let his dog kept messing with
what's her name?
Piper Parabo?
Yeah.
No,
Piper
it's not. That's not it. You know, she's got a
Holly Peretti.
Holly Peretti. Thank
I don't
you.
even watch the show. And I
Holly
know who
Peretti.
it was. Oh, it's not that music video.
It's a different music video.
It's a different one by Leon Bridges called Beyond.
Okay.
Well, let me go check
All
it
right.
out.
Well, you got a commercial break that you can make.
Good.
You can check it out. All right. We'll find out if Cappy's coming in.
If he doesn't come, I have sports stories.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be fun.
You've already besmirched rock music. I don't want to let you take
Let me fake it. Let me fake it.
I told you, fake it till you make it. You told me that you didn't want to be a poser. So let's take a break. Right? I said, if you want to get into something, just kind of hang back and listen to others, but make an effort, a goddamn effort.
I don't mind being a sports poser because they're less picky. Rock people are much more picky about like.
You know when sports people get really picky when it's a woman telling them the sports.
Oh, I know.
That's true.
That's like
stay in the kitchen.
You
please.
see the bad side of sports fans come out anytime there's like a woman in the broadcast booth. Which
Why
is
does
why you
she
hardly
have an
find any.
opinion, huh?
Yeah, right. How does she dare tell me, a man, about football? All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and more of the Buzz Adams Morning Show's on the way right after this.
Hey, it's Daniel Paulus. I'll be along starting at 3 with everything from AC/DC to Alice in Chains to
Says fast. Visit RexMD.com right now to get started. That's REXMD.com.
You are about to participate in a great adventure.
The KLAQ Morning Show with Buzz Adams is back.
Yeah!
Only on 95.5 KLAQ El Paso.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Veterans Day. I know we've said it a couple of times, but you can't say it enough. Happy Veterans Day.
Happy veterans, absolutely. You know, there were a lot of veterans at the shows this weekend, especially in the two shows I was on Saturday.
Oh, cool.
So, a lot of veteran jokes.
Oh, yeah?
Or Army jokes.
I know your Army jokes already.
I have a couple new ones. Other than that.
Here, I can tell you one of your jokes.
No.
You know what the Marines say? Hoo-ah! You know what the Army says?
Hua.
But however it goes, I'm sure you know. And you know what? You know what they say in the Navy?
What's that?
Hey.
No, that is the classic old joke. I updated it.
Have you?
No, that's a classic like street joke. But
hey.
But I say Air Force, go Hawk Tua. See?
What does that mean?
That's funny.
Thank you. Appreciate that. See, you don't have a good sense of humor, Buzz. That's all right. Not everybody's.
Airmen are spitters?
Not everybody is blessed.
With this gift that Nico has, all right? Stick to your lane, buddy.
Also, Kaplowitz is not coming in today.
Oh, okay.
He's out sick.
So are you going to try and tell us about sports?
Yes, I am.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
You pissed off the metal fans.
I don't think I did.
You really did.
You pissed off rock fans in general.
I think they get it.
And now you're going to do the same thing to sports fans, huh?
Sports.
Go, sports, go.
Let's see how this goes. Let's find out.
All right.
Sports, go, sports. Athletics are number one. Participants are heroes. Go, team, yeah.
The Buzz Adams Morning Show presents Go Sports Go. Brought to you by the Viva Auto Group. Viva makes it happen.
A Jimmyin. I'm a big stupid jerk. I'm a pain in your ass.
Guys, there's no way I could do sports as well as Steve. So let's just not even hype expectations up
all right,
at
I
all.
want to hear how you're going to do this. And
I'm excited.
I'm going to keep my comments to a minimum.
Yeah, please, if you can. Well, let's talk college football first. This past weekend saw 5 top 25 teams go down, and 2 of them were actually in the top 5. Number 3, Georgia, was dropped by number 16, Ole Miss.
How about Ole Miss? Any Ole Miss alums out there should really be proud of Lane Kiffin.
Absolutely. Georgia Tech shocked number 4, Miami. 11, Alabama destroyed number 15, LSU. Kansas beat number 17, Iowa. Virginia took down number 18, Pittsburgh. Now, with these losses, there is a big changeup in the top 5. Here is the updated top 5 teams. Number 1, Oregon. Number 2, Ohio State. Number 3, Texas. Number 4, Penn State. Number 5, Indiana. How's that sound to you so far?
Indiana is in the top 5 in college football?
Right.
That's a basketball school.
It's crazy. A lot of big shakeups.
Way to go, Hoosiers.
Well, in basketball, there was drama in the skies as the Auburn Tigers men's basketball team reportedly got into an inter-squad scuffle about their flight before they took on number 4 Houston. The flight had to be redirected after the pilot reported an altercation between a bunch of basketball players fighting. The squabble between teammates didn't seem to affect their on-court abilities, however, as they were able to take down the Cougars 74-69 on Saturday.
So what did the pilot do? Did he have to land the plane or redirect or something?
They did have to be redirected to another airport.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Wonder what it was about.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
That's my armrest.
Friday night's fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson has at least one person concerned. On his YouTube channel, Paul's girlfriend Judah Leerdam, predicted that her honey would be victorious, but she admits that Tyson is just scary. Now,
do you want to hear the audio?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Got this. Wow, that music bed is long. Jake Paul's girlfriend, you want to give that name another try?
Yeah, sure. Judah Leerdam.
Okay.
No, I think you're gonna win, but he's the competitor that is like the most scary to me.
Yeah, he is. He's
to me, like if I look at him, like he's just scary. Like he's super strong, and I've seen like videos of him, and of course he's like a little bit older now. But if you've ever been able to do that, you still like your body remembers that. Like he has that power forever.
I want to see what she looks like now.
She's like a model. She's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tyson, though, had some words for Jake Paul.
It's going to be on Netflix. So I already got Netflix, so I'm going to watch this stupid thing. I really am. Do you have any Mike Tyson clips?
I don't have a clip of him saying it, but he says...
man, do it in a Mike Tyson voice.
He's going to get the most vicious part of me. He's going to get the most vicious I've ever been.
Wow. Pretty good Tyson. Yeah. You don't even do voices. I'm going to be the most impetuous.
Most,
most
vicious, aggressive he's
most
ever been.
Indoctrinational.
And you want to talk about Dallas?
I mean, I think we could let Cowboy Guy talk about Dallas for us. I mean, that would pretty much
sum it all up.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Gee, no, man. No. This isn't going to be the year for the Cowboys. I don't know. I'm still getting a little bit of hope, but I don't know. I think it's going away more and more. Instead of eating that turkey, I think they did eat too much turkey, and they got that meat sweat, and man.
Meat sweat.
It was a slaughter. It was a slaughter, man. But at least the good thing was that Saturday the UTEP Mineros won. Woo!
The Mineros.
At least I can say that too. Woo! Woo! That the Miners won. Miners.
Woo! Yeah! I'm at that point in the Cowboys season. I didn't even bother to watch the game. I don't know where it was showing, but I didn't even bother to watch it because their season's over. It's the same thing. My Saturdays are free because the Sooners are.
Did you see the thing about Ezekiel Elliott? Him dropping a catch or fumble the ball in the red zone?
I didn't consume a single second of Cowboys football this weekend.
Well, I'm not sure what any of that meant. Anyways,
he dropped a what?
A pass in the red zone.
Okay. That means close to the touchdown.
Miners over Kennesaw State 43-35 this past Saturday. It's a second victory for the Miners. 2 games left for UTEP. On Saturday, November 23rd, they'll be playing number 6 Tennessee. And on November 30th, they'll be playing New Mexico State.
All right, so I just want to share from the sports page of the El Paso Times. UTEP 43, Kennesaw State 35, 2 overtimes. ESPN takes notice as UTEP finds win shows progress. They were playing another one-win team. I mean, one of them had to show right? And even the story says it came down to a coin flip. I guess as it went on, they flipped the coin on who gets possession or whatever.
Oh, that's interesting.
Kaplowitz should be here
absolutely.
for that. But the article by, is it Bloomquist? Yeah, Brett Bloomquist says it came down to the toss of a coin, which the Miners could have easily lost, which kind of summarizes the entire Miners season. Somehow it's way too complimentary, but also
but we gotta take what we get.
Yeah,
all right?
very passive aggressive too.
And with your sports, I'm Nico.
That's it.
I don't know. What do you want?
What do you want from him?
How many more?
I have one story. Do you want to hear an NFL story?
How many breaks do we have, Joanna?
Oh.
Do we have 2 more left?
2 more.
Do you want to hear this last
short one?
NFL story? It's short.
Nope. I'm sorry. I lied. 1 more.
Oh, so yeah, go ahead. Plenty of time.
Oh, okay.
In fact, we could even go over to KLAQ.com and highlight a few articles here.
Okay.
So apparently it's not easy being an NFL official, especially when your screw-ups are broadcast nationally. One of those screw-ups happened last Thursday night when the Zebras missed 2 obvious penalties during a 2-point conversion against
the Zebras. What do they mean by the Zebras? Who are they talking about?
I don't know.
You're just reading words on a page. Who are the zebra? Think about who on a football field might look like a zebra or be mistaken.
Oh, the refs. Yeah, the refs are the zebras.
Hey,
that makes sense.
Nico learned something today.
All right.
Attaboy, the zebra. You're just going to let it go like everybody knows what the zebra is.
Everybody knows what the zebras are. One such
the giraffes, however, really messed up. God.
I thought it was a team. I honestly thought it was a team.
Of all the stupid stuff Nico has said today, that takes number 1.
God, I'm dying.
After you said Danny Trejo was in Metallica, I didn't think anything else could top that.
Well, the Zebras missed 2 obvious penalties during a 2-point conversion attempt towards the epic showdown between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The former VP of officiating for the NFL, Dean Blandino, spoke to TMZ Sports about possible...
Dean Blandino. Everybody knows who Dean Blandino
Of course, we all know him. About possible punishments for refs who miss calls and how to improve officiating overall. Blandino says that no one wants...
you want me to
play
the audio? All right.
Now do you add technology? Do you add replay to say, hey, we missed, is it the last 2 minutes? Is it scoring plays where if there's an obvious missed foul, can you come in with the video and say, yeah, that was roughing the passer or that was holding? I think that's where the league is gonna head at some point. And I think we're gonna have those conversations in the offseason.
I did watch some football, and I saw one game on Saturday, so it was a college game, I guess, where they called roughing the passer. Well, the defensive lineman hit the quarterback the split second the ball left his hand. What do they want him to do? They just need to put flags on the quarterbacks, and it's like you got to grab one of his flags. Because it was a fraction of a second late, so they call him for roughing the passer. That's a big penalty.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, they're talking about...
Okay. You used to be coached. You finish the tackle. If you're going in there and the quarterback gets the ball out, as long as you hit him within like 20 seconds, you're still good. That's old school football. Now, if you hit him simultaneous with the ball leaving, it's roughing the passer.
Right.
Crazy.
Roughing the passer.
Yeah. Make it two below. You just got to slap him on the fanny twice.
He's talking about the NFL making the decision to revamp the review process to include the ability to overturn incorrect calls or enforce obvious and egregious missed calls. He also says that refs that miss obvious calls should be downgraded and that it would behoove the NFL to release a statement acknowledging that they messed up or when they mess up.
That's just fuel on the fire, though. If the
do.
fans already talk mad crap about the refs, the zebras,
if you
as we call
include
them.
all of this review process of them.
Poor zebras.
Dude, the zebras are 0-10 this season.
I've got an article that I wrote myself.
You did.
Oh, good job.
Some
bud.
researchers at NMSU have rediscovered an ancient insect repellent used by the Mesoamericans.
Rediscovered?
It goes back centuries, maybe thousands of years. So they did some studying on it. There were some written accounts by the conquistadors who would say, what do you think the...
like Cortez and Pizarro.
Yeah, well, right. Those are the conquistadors. What do you think it was?
The insect repellent?
Yeah.
Like
Did
what
you read the
ancient
story?
substance? No, I just put yours up. I don't read them.
Well, you got to read the article to find out.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, I want to know.
Off. They had off back then.
Is it like
They went to the
smoke?
Native American Dick's Sporting Goods and bought some off in the camping section. No, it's really interesting. It's almost like, God, that sounds like it would attract insect
Is it
flies.
mud?
It's not mud.
Is it mud related? Mud adjacent?
Blood? The blood of others?
See, I've hooked you. You got to read my article.
Now I'm
What
hooked,
is the ancient?
I'm going to go read it. And
insect
give you
repellent.
An LPV.
Thank you. I need one. You'll be the first. Joanna has written about, I don't know what you want to talk about, but I want to hear the new twist on Dirty Dr. Pepper.
Ooh.
It's delicious.
What is a Dr. Pepper just with alcohol?
No, you don't know what the dirty soda trend is?
It's naughty.
Dirty means
It's
alcohol, like
naughty.
a dirty Arnold Palmer.
No, it's when you add cream to the soda.
Like
Which
creamer for
actually,
coffee?
Thinking about it, that sounds kind of dirty already.
When you add cream.
You add cream to the soda.
Oh, yeah.
No. I have a new twist on it. You should all go read it. But what I really want to talk about is this.
Wait, I have a Dr. Pepper related question.
What's up? What?
In all your life, have you ever had a drink called a flaming Dr. Pepper
I have.
from hell?
Not from hell.
Not from hell, but definitely a flaming Dr. Pepper.
So a flaming Dr. Pepper, I think it's a mix of alcohols and lit on fire and then tastes like Dr. Pepper when you drink
Okay,
it.
it's like
Supposed
you
to.
get
You light it on fire, you throw
get
the
like
shot
a
glass
Red
in the
Bull.
beer, and then drink the whole thing.
No, not a Red Bull. You get Jaeger.
It's not Jaeger. It's something else.
It's Jaeger. And
Is
then
it?
you light it on fire.
Yeah.
And
The
I
shot
remember
is
because
Jaeger?
I used to love to see the bartenders throw the shot glasses into the soda, into the drinks. That was fun.
Wait, the bartenders throw the shot glass into the drink?
Yeah, they do like this little
It's a
trick.
drop. It's a drop one.
You got to do it yourself to really enjoy it.
Yeah, but I
Dr.
like
Pepper
when
from
they
hell.
do it because they like light it on fire and then they line up the shots and then they like whoosh, throw
It
them all down
says
in.
that
It's fun.
it is made of 3 parts. It's amaretto,
Amaretto. That's why it tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
rum,
Yeah, rum.
That sounds about right.
or Everclear.
I've never heard of it with Everclear.
That's what it is that
No.
F's you up, dude.
Yeah.
But I've never had.
I've had the Everclear one.
I've had so many flaming Dr. Peppers in my life.
You had a lot of flaming Dr. Pepper.
I can't
She
drink
does
those
hang out
now.
with the gays.
I'm going to go into like the roughest looking biker bar I can and go up to the bar and order a flaming Dr. Pepper.
Can I get a flaming Dr. Pepper,
from
please?
hell?
I need you to do that for me and record it when it happens.
It's actually really cool when they will make like a bunch of them. It'll be like a tower.
Boom, 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 boom,
yeah,
boom.
see, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I love when they do that.
That was really cool.
All right, what's the story you did want to talk about?
I forgot. An Oddities and Curiosities Expo is coming to El Paso in March.
Well, that sounds up my alley.
It does. It's for everyone who loves the strange and unusual.
Are they going to have the Fiji mermaid there?
I don't know. They
Okay.
might have the skeleton of the Fiji mermaid there.
But that's all that it was.
It's coming to the El Paso Convention Center.
So that's really cool to me because Jibs, my friend who's a magician, always wants to put on these shows, and he calls them splendiferous. And it's usually a comedy act, a magic act, and then like a weird circus performer act.
Oh, like when they put those people on hooks and they start like
or like
swinging
when
around.
when a
and stuff.
guy lifts barbells, from
Yes.
hooks in his
Strongman.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool. I would go to that.
So it's like he thinks
that comedy,
magic, and then
Freak show.
freak show stuff.
freak show.
Yeah, or
So you got to
and
sit
burlesque.
through the comedy and the magic to get to the freak show.
Well, it's mixed in, and burlesque too.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
maybe we ought to have a room.
But that's actually how shows used to be. Like shows used to be like a bearded lady, coming out on stage.
Oh, did you ever go see when Penn and Teller came?
I did.
And he did like this really good story about freak shows and stuff at the end.
Or the geeks. Buzz, explain what geeks were.
Geeks were people who were supposed to be, like a wild man from Borneo or, some kind of primitive half man, half animal.
Specifically, they would get them to do what, though?
Like bite the heads off live chickens.
Yeah.
They throw a chicken in there and the geek. And a lot of times they used people with, different
disabilities.
conditions. Yeah. So I'm going to use a really, really offensive term here. Pinheads.
Yeah,
The
pinheads.
people, I forget the condition, but they just called them pinheads.
Some type of encephalitis.
Right. Your head shaped differently.
But the word geek comes from the biting of chickens of the head.
That's where the word geek comes from?
Yeah. Well, the way we use it now.
Oh, not the way I use it. The only thing the geeks I'm thinking of are biting are the ends of their pencils while they're working out complicated calculus. That's a geek to me.
Anyway, Oddities and Curiosities Expo coming to El Paso in March.
Can I read a few of the things that you say is going to be there?
Sure. I have videos actually that you could check out.
Taxidermy. Preserved specimens. Yeah, you might see the Fiji mermaid. Do you know the Fiji mermaid?
Yeah, it's a stitched together person.
It was
with a fish.
It was the top of a monkey and the bottom of some kind of fish or something.
Yeah.
And it was P.T. Barnum deal.
Imagine working at your bench
They
late at
left
night and your
that-
wife coming in like, what are you doing? It's like, I got to sew the monkey and fish together.
Yeah, they should have made Hugh Jackman film that scene for Greatest Show on Earth.
Showman.
Yeah, The Greatest Showman. Dark art. What do you think dark art is?
I don't know, but that's what the website said.
Witchcraft. Those are the dark arts.
The dark arts.
Vintage medical equipment.
I would be down to see that stuff. A lot of it looks almost like torturous.
Yeah, right.
Skulls, bones, odd collectibles, and other curiosities. Can you buy stuff at this? Or
Yes.
you just go, it's like a museum piece.
You can, and I also love that on their website they have this disclaimer that says, quote, all items you see at our shows are legal to own and sustainably sourced.
Okay, this lady made what looks like a purse out of a possum.
That is a possum purse.
A possum purse.
A person.
No. I just saw something. The possum is drinking a beer, or it looks like it's drinking a beer.
It's a lot of taxidermy.
Yeah. But I thought they had hollowed the possum out and made a purse out of it.
I guess you could do that.
I saw one
There's
in the
one-
Mercado in Juarez that was a frog, like a giant bullfrog, and they had lacquered it somehow and turned it into a purse.
Oh, wow.
And the mouth was where you would put your makeup
Oh, my
and stuff.
God.
Yeah.
I like these things. I like these like curios and vintage stuff.
Ouija board. That's pretty pedestrian.
If you went to my house and just saw a bunch of vintage medical equipment, what would you think of?
If you went to my house and just saw a bunch of taxidermy, what would you think?
Especially if it was like that.
Yeah.
In dresses and stuff.
And in wigs and dresses.
Is that a possum as well?
And then one of my cats walks by. Oh, that's not taxidermy. That's Junior. He's alive.
Do you remember,
that looks cute. I want it.
Do you remember Dinner for Schmucks?
Yeah, I love that.
Remember what Steve Carell's hobby was in that?
He would taxidermy mice into scenes from movies, right? Or just beautiful scenes, I think.
Just scenes from
life,
different themes.
Yeah. He made dioramas.
He made dioramas using mice.
Someone's going to pay good for that.
God, I want to go to this thing just to see how much it is like a Dinner for Schmucks.
Let's go.
March
Morning show goes to the Oddities and Curiosities Expo.
March 8th and 9th. Boy, I wonder how you get a booth there. I know a few people I'd show off.
You have to sign a contract in blood. You have to sign a contract in blood.
I think there are a few people I could just put a chicken in there with him, and people might think that he's a wild man from Borneo or a pinhead geek.
Take this seriously.
Are they going to have the people hanging on hooks too?
I don't know. It says that at some of them they do that.
You know who's going to be there?
I don't know what they'll do here. What? Who?
There's a reptile I don't know, breeder or whatever, but they're always at Comic-Con.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and let people hold their giant Burmese python for $10 or whatever and take a picture. This is right up their alley, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Jibs can swallow a sword.
What?
Yeah.
Does he have a sister? How about this? We'll take a break.
Never say those things in front of me again.
We'll take a break. And that'll leave us 10 or 15 minutes to wrap up the show with. All right,
a slow burn.
Let's take a break. It's Monday.
Did you just get it?
No, it's just still funny.
Well, why aren't you laughing?
He's dying over there.
No, this is...
A short pause, and the Buzz Adams Morning Show will be back. The 11th day of the 11th month. Veterans Day. Honoring all who serve.
It's Warren's Expunged with TrialLawyers.com. Decades of experience available to you. Wyatt Underwood, TrialLawyers.com.
Live from the KLAQ studios, the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Courtesy of Glasheen, Vyas, and Inderman Personal Injury Lawyers. At GVILaw.com.
Joanna,
yes.
Do you know who's playing this?
Is it our good friend Gary Hoey?
It's our good friend Gary Hoey.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to answer our friend Alan.
Gary Hoey's going to be on tomorrow. It's Ho Ho Hoey time. Fantastic guitarist. So we're going to have Gary Hoey on. He's going to have his guitar and amp hooked up through the... God, ask him if he can do Zoom.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think they're saying he's just calling.
Yeah, but ask him if he can do Zoom.
I will.
It's a miracle what people can do on these computer gadgets these days. Virtuoso guitarist Gary Hoey is going to be on tomorrow, and he always lets us play Stump Gary with Christmas songs. And we're not really trying to stump him. I'm sure I could come up with something super obscure, but if it's, something he's ever heard before,
he can do it.
Oh yeah, he'll play it. He'll just pop it right out on you. Here, let's hear another one. Oh. I did not know Gary Hoey played arpeggio chords.
Like virtuoso level.
Oh, Gary's great. Yeah, of course. Well, I can't believe Trans-Siberian Orchestra never booked Gary as like an opener. You know what I mean? Like you watch Gary Hoey play some Christmas tunes, and then Trans-Siberian. Trans-Siberian does not come to El Paso anymore. I've noticed it's been like, Joanna, 6 or 7 years probably since Trans-Siberian came.
God, it does feel like I think it's been that long.
When you brought that up the other earlier, I looked up their touring schedule. It looks like they pared back touring.
Well, they
like
got
the number of locations.
So it's always interesting. So Al Petrelli would always come in. Paul O'Neill, who started Rest in Peace, would come in. They'd bring in other performers for Trans-Siberian. And I have learned through the years that they have 2 full bands. Orchestras, I guess you'd really call them, right?
Right, like Blue Man Group. How do they have different groups?
No, they don't.
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Well, you're saying like Trans-Siberian Orchestra has multiple orchestras.
Like an East Coast tour and a West Coast tour that's touring simultaneously.
Yeah.
So the entire
And Blue Man
show,
Group has like a different group from here to there.
I don't think that's
you
true.
both kind of said the same thing, but differently.
Wait, you think there's just 4 guys that are the Blue Man Group?
3, yeah. That's what I believe. I think it's the same 3 guys.
No, it's not.
What are you talking about?
they have multiple different people.
This is like when they had 2 Gallaghers out touring comedy clubs. Did you ever hear about that?
Yeah, no, there's 3.
Are there 3 Gallaghers?
They ended up being a third, right? 2 were brothers, though.
Gallagher 2 was Gallagher's brother.
Yeah.
Gallagher ended up suing Gallagher 2 for ripping off his
It was Gallagher versus Gallagher?
Mm-hmm. My friend Kool-Aid, when he lived in San Antonio, he was like, Gallagher's a weird guy.
Did Gallagher live in San Antonio?
No, but he was like, every time he comes, he buys weed from me.
From Polar Bear.
No, from Kool-Aid.
Oh, Kool-Aid. Anyway, Gary Hoey is going to be on the show with us tomorrow. Always looking forward to that. I was going to mention we've got a special promotion going on for Thanksgiving. So
Come on, let's turkey try.
KLAQ wants to stuff your table. You could stuff your face for Thanksgiving, courtesy of Rise Federal Credit Union. Listen this week on the Buzz Adams Morning Show. And on Thursday, somebody is going to win a full ready-made Thanksgiving feast. It includes all the sides. Catering by Con Amor by Barry Catering. So they're gonna make all the turkey and the sides, and you won't have to worry about a thing. It is like a $400. You can do a ham option or a turkey option, but really good value there. And we'll have that to give away on Thursday.
All your cares will be forgotten. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else got anything before we start wrapping up the show here?
Joanna.
What
did the Italian turkey say?
The Italian turkey. I don't know what.
Gabagool.
Gobble. Gobble, gobble, ghoul over here. I'm a turkey. Look at my waddle.
Yeah.
You know what the waddle is?
It's what you have.
It's like the loose skin.
Yes, I know. I see it every day.
Do you know what you know what a Nazi turkey says?
Oh, God.
Gerbles, gerbles.
No!
Buzz Adams.
All right.
I did want to add something.
That's somebody else's joke. It's somebody, I can't remember who it was, but that's somebody's joke.
Oh, yeah, that's
gerbles, gerbles, gerbles.
What did you want to say, Joanna?
God, that was terrible. On Saturday, I just want to say a thank you on the off chance that this person is listening. On Saturday, my friend and I went to Alamo Draft House to see a movie. And
What'd
you
you
know how Venom.
Oh, nice.
And you know how they give you your check towards the end of the movie?
Yeah.
Well, we kept seeing the waiter going back and forth, but he wasn't giving us our check. And then he finally stops at our table and just leaves a little paper. And I'm all, this isn't the check. You know how the check usually comes in a little...
Yeah. With a little
thing.
tray.
And it was just a little paper.
Just a little paper.
And so
I think I know where this is going.
I look under to the light because I'm all, this doesn't look like a check.
What did it say?
It said, the guy in 5605 is paying for your tab. Somebody paid for our tab at Alamo Draft House. So to the man,
because they
at 56,
recognized you.
No, I think he did it for the whole row because the people next to him, we went to go say thank you, and then the people next to him on the other side were also saying thank you.
Now,
to
was
him.
this guy dressed as the Monopoly guy, or did he have a top hat on? Yeah,
No.
a monocle.
Is he your boyfriend now?
No,
the Monopoly
if
guy
you're
does not have a
single,
monocle.
I mean-
Hey, Joanna, Monopoly guy does not have a monocle.
Okay, you're straying away from the point here. I just
Mandela
I
effect.
thank
I'm just
you
saying
to
that's a
him.
Mandela effect.
I know. Okay, I just want to say thank you on the off chance if you were out at the 7:15 showing of Venom at Alamo Draft House on the website. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
That is like
It made me cry.
That is
and
so
my
amazing.
friend
That's
and
like
I
a
were
mafia move. Hey, we're going to be in here for a while. Nobody can leave,
And
but
it
I'm going
was-
to pay the check for everybody by
It
the
was
time we
just
get out.
him by himself watching the movie.
Oh,
Wow.
And then my friend goes, I wish he paid for the drinks. Because we had gone to the bar before to get a drink. And I'm
Well,
like,
maybe if
no.
you'd ordered drinks in the movie,
maybe.
he
But
would have
we
covered
only
that.
got popcorn and soda, so. But it was so nice. I cried. I'm still crying over it. Every time I think about it, I get teary-eyed. So thank you so much to the gentleman.
Wow.
Just to anybody out there, I will be at the district drinking. If anybody wants to pay
pay your
for
bar
any of those
tab?
Everybody wants to pay it forward to Nico.
Just kidding.
Look for the guy at the bar who only kind of has hair and kind of has a beard. And that'll be Nico.
Dude.
All right, it's past 10 o'clock, guys. We're going to wrap things up here. All right, we've had a great Monday show. Very undisciplined show, but we'll pull it
It is
together
what it
tomorrow.
is.
It's a hallmark.
Have a great one, everybody. Go to KLAQ.com. We're going to have one of those codes for the Motley Crue flyaway. Their residency in Las Vegas is coming up, so listen for that. It'll just be a few minutes from now, and we will talk to you tomorrow at 6. So long.
KLAQ El Paso, a town square media station with a buzz